It doesn't.
Venus is what boys have down in front.
It's fabulously freaky.
Live from a dumpy condo we like to call KDK Studios, KDK's Lunatic Fringe is on the air.
contains material of an adult nature and is intended for mature audiences only.
Hello, everyone. Well, welcome to the program. Thank you for tuning in to KDK's Lunatic Fringe on this very dead evening, I suppose. This is KDK's Lunatic Fringe, and I am KDK. Thank you for tuning in. It's going to be a decent program tonight, I hope. I have some new stuff that I can play for you, some new prank calls that nobody else plays, except for Prank Call Underground, of course. Which, of course, I'm not on right now. You know, every week it's always something. I don't know why I ever bother try playing sounds, because I only just distract myself. But about an hour ago, it's like 8:50, and well, maybe like 8:40, and I say, okay, well, this is Connecticut, so they stop selling liquor at 9 o'clock, so I'm going to go out and get myself a 12-pack, because I haven't gotten drunk on the air in like 3 or 4 months. It used to be like a staple of the program. I would get liquored up and burp throughout the whole program. And I stopped doing it because everybody else was. Everybody else stole my thing. So I was like, I don't need to get drunk to do the program, and I can prove that, and I did. And then I'm like, well, I want to prove that I can do the program when I'm drunk, even though I did it so many times before. I've been listening to a lot of internet radio lately, and I've noticed a recent trend of like internet radio people like getting drunk on the air and not realizing that if they're like really drunk, they might not be able to continue running a program. So that in and of itself is sort of entertaining, but overall, no. So I leave in my little car, my fancy hoopty, and I'm driving to the liquor store. It's only about 5 minutes away, and I'm halfway there, and the engine dies, and I look down, and I'm on E. I ran out of gas. And it's no big deal. I can still walk to the store and make it in time before 9 to get my beer. It would be like, I don't know, it would be like a 5-minute walk from the car to the liquor store. But then I also need to get the gas. I'm going to have to walk to a gas station, which is like 15, 20 minutes away. So I say, okay, there's no way I'm going to go walk to the store and buy the beer and walk back to the car and leave it there, because I can't walk down the road carrying like beer and 2 little gas cans. You know, like somebody's really not going to call the cops on me. He's drunk and he's going to burn something down. So I didn't have time to go get my booze. I ended up getting home at like 9:20, and it takes like an hour for me to drive to New York, where you can buy liquor until like 3 in the fucking morning. And I was like, okay, well, it'll be a sober program tonight, I suppose. Well, it doesn't have to be, because we have this nice bottle of 100 proof Stoli. But I don't like hard liquor, so I wanted to go get myself a 12 or something cheap and just pound beers, because beer seems to get me drunker anyway. So maybe I'll be doing some shots of that. I'm reduced to smoking the expensive Russian vodka. Smoking? Did I say smoking? I mean drinking. Speaking of smoking, I only have a tiny little bit of weed to smoke tonight. You know, this is going to be a bummer of a program. I wanted to get drunk on beer, I can't do it. I'm always smoking weed on the air, and I only got, like, the shake in the bottom of the bag left. Enough for one more bowl, which I'll be smoking here shortly. Anyway, enough of my little problems. The important part is I made it here on time. I missed the program that was on before me, but I don't think I missed much. They were supposed to start at 7. They didn't come on until like 8:15. And then when they did, they had mixed up the encoders so that it was playing in slow-mo like it was doing to me here one night. And then that's when I went to go get the beer. And then when I got back, they were playing like copywritten music that they're not supposed to be playing. And they're playing prank calls because everybody wants to steal my gig, you know? You know, come up with your own thing. The station plays prank calls in rotation all the time. You don't need to include them in your show. Unless they're mine, of course. Or a member of the Prank Call Underground. Speaking of which, I have new stuff from the Prank Call Underground. I had a folder on my computer that I entitled Unsorted Audio, and I dumped a bunch of things that I was going to get to later in there. And, of course, I put them in there and forgot about them. So they're sort of like rediscovered things. I found a lot of interesting things that I thought had been lost. So I'll be playing those throughout the evening. I have some new KDK stuff that I'll play for you, and I'll see what I can dig up. Of course, we're going to be doing live prank calls on the air. Well, maybe not, because there's apparently barely anybody listening tonight, because it's Easter, and I don't know, everybody's out getting drunk in the name of our Lord and Savior Jesus, who tomorrow, 2004 years to the day, rose from the grave to feast upon the flesh of the living. No, wait, that's a different movie. Anyway, I'm going to go grab myself that bottle of Stoli. and I'm going to see if I can do some shots on the air here. In the meantime, listen to this commercial from Comedy Think Tank. Well, it's not a real commercial. It's a fake commercial from comedythinktank.com.
Smith residence.
Oh, hi, John. This is Mrs. Smith.
Oh, hey, Mrs. Smith. How's it going?
Oh, the restaurant was packed, but other than that, things are going great. How are things over there?
Things are okay. Little Billy keeps crying, though.
Did you give him his bottle?
Of course, Mrs. Smith. I gave it to him about, 15 minutes ago.
That's odd. Maybe, I better swing by home and just see what the problem is.
Okay, that sounds fine. Maybe he's just missing his mommy.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Billy just gets like that sometimes. Okay, well, we should be there.
Honey, what's up with that?
What?
Mrs. Smith? Mrs. Smith, are you there?
Millions of parents die each year for talking to their babysitters on their cell phones while driving in their cars. If you don't want to die in your car while talking to your babysitter, don't drive and talk.
This message brought to you by the Anti-Cell Phone Campaign.
What? Right along the same lines, sorry about that, right along the same lines of my own Keep the Elderly from Voting Day campaign, which I wanted to bring up here at some point tonight. Keep the Elderly from Voting campaign. And I have my little bottle of Stoli here, so let me pour myself a shot. I never drink hard liquor. This is really going to knock me down. I'm only going to do one, though, because I may or may not have to go pick up Heath from work. Okay. Ooh, it smells like rubbing alcohol. Doesn't it all? Genuine Russian vodka, 100% grain-neutral spirits. You know, how long has alcohol been around? It's been around for like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, and still nobody has figured out how to make it taste good, you know? I often wonder what if I just took like straight Tang and put it directly into a shot of vodka, if I would eventually be able to get rid of the flavor and make it taste like an orange. Oof, fuck, that smells bad. This is an oversized shot glass too. Okay, here goes nothing. You know what? I'm gonna have to grab something for a chaser. Okay, I have a Diet Pepsi here. Here goes nothing. Let me move the mic away so I don't get alcohol on it. Why did I do that? My chest is on fire. You know when you take a shot and you can feel like, it feels like you can feel the alcohol like dripping down your chest slowly and getting warmer. Damn. Anyway, it's Easter and nobody's listening, so I'm gonna have a fun. I'm gonna pretend like I'm alone here tonight. I'm gonna pretend like nobody's listening. Maybe that'll work out better. Actually, let me see exactly how many people are listening. And you can look along with me if you want to go to what would you go to? Shoutcast.com. Okay, let's see. We are at number 5. Prank Call Underground is at number 5. Unfortunately, it's not simulcasting the program because Ted is out of town. They're playing old prank calls. So there's all the people at Prank Call Underground are sitting there wondering, where the hell is KDK? He's supposed to be live tonight. And let's see. Social crime. It says 14 people are listening. Oh boy, scary 14 people. You know, I'm going to end the program right now. Damn. Well, there's 11 people in the chat room. Whew. You know, I'm still feeling that. There's 11 people in the chat room. So, that means that there are 3 other people who aren't in there. So, you 3 people who aren't in the chat room, go to kdkprankcalls.com and click on the link. Hello, Ryan. Click on the link to the chat room and you can join us in there. Or if you're using IRC, irc.centralchat.net, and the room is KDK. And you can join us there. Hopefully somebody will call in and do some prank calls with me. I want to get liquored up and then do some prank calls like the old days when I used to call people like all drunk out of my mind and just fucking with people. So much fun. Let's get back to our roots. Man. Did anybody tune into that program that was on before me? Yeah. tell the people in the chat room. You know, I never really considered that. There might be people in the chat room waiting for me on Prank Call Underground. For those of you confused, because I'm so scary important, because I am Prank Call Legend KDK, I'm simulcast on 2 internet radio stations. I'm coming to you live from Social Crime, and normally I would also be coming to you live from Prank Call Underground Radio, which is an affiliate, I guess you would say, of KDK. I don't run it, but a friend of mine does, and I help promote it. Oof. You know, I might need to smoke some weed to take the edge off of the alcohol. That's not weed, that's just a cigarette. But you know what, I do need to pack my bowl, so let me see if I can find some music I can play in the background, some bowl packing music, something quiet. I don't know if I have anything quiet. Oh my god. Anybody who knows this song knows that that's a horrible version of this song. Damn, it's the Stone Roses, How Do You Sleep? But this is them live, and apparently they're not a very good live band. I'd love to play the original for you, but unfortunately it's copywritten and I can't get permission to play it. But this, I can. I can play the crappy version for you. Anyway, where's my weed? Keith will be joining us in just a bit. Keith the Bone from KDK. He will be joining us. He will either be calling, needing a ride, or he will show up here because somebody nice enough brought him home. I hate it when I have to go leave while I'm in the middle of doing a show. I know it's not his bag. He doesn't appreciate the internet radio that I do, but, you know, at least respect that I gotta be here and do this and try to be somewhat professional about it. I have the bomb here so everybody gets to listen tonight. May all your ghosts come back to haunt you. This doesn't even sound like the Stone Roses. Sounds like Wall of Voodoo trying to do Stone Roses. For those of you who don't know, Wall of Voodoo are the band that sang Mexican radio. Back in the 80s, if you're old like me. I'm born on Mexican radio. Oh god, this guy's such an idiot. I have a new phone card, so we don't have to worry about running out of phone card time. I can call anywhere. Who knows how long I'll stay on tonight, because I don't have to work tomorrow. Tomorrow's a paid holiday. Paid holiday for KDK. Yippee-ki-yay. Melon Farmer. I feel sort of bad doing this because I know people get pissy that I get more listeners in and I'm just sitting here doing shots and smoking weed with the mic open. Flaxland says it sounds like the Velvet Underground, and it does sound a little like Lou Reed. It is a great song. It is a great song, though. The original, anyway. Everybody ought to go try to download at some point. The Stone Roses, How Do You Sleep? Great song. See, Romo remembers what I'm talking about. Mexican Whoa Radio. And I remember the video where the guy's face comes up through the beans. God damn it, I feel like Wacky Lud tonight. Nobody is listening. I feel like New Era Radio, 14 people. This is a disgrace. I have twice as many listeners listening to my old prank calls than I do listening to the live program. This is a disgrace. I haven't had this few listeners in a long, long time. We're going back to Alternicast for that. I don't know, maybe I'll end the program early and just go drink booze in a corner and drown my sorrows. Nobody likes me anymore. Actually, people put up with a lot of my shit. Anyway, Jim is writing in. He found, okay, we can call the woman who has the shortest name on record. Her name is Epte. That's 2 words, Epte. Apparently that's the shortest name ever recorded. George Rieger. He has over 1,000 Disney tattoos. We can call the crazy Disney tattoo guy. Tom, he and his brother Jake make and sell ugly, useless furniture. Okay. Uglyuseless.com. No, I'm kidding. An antique barber chair, $2,500? Wedding dress with a slip, size 18. Is that big? Sounds like a big number. I know nothing about women's sizes. $175, needs cleaning. Fresh horse manure, but it doesn't give a price. Maybe they're giving it away. An autographed Kurt Angle picture for $100. Who the hell is gonna buy probably a fake autographed Kurt Angle picture? Madonna's book Sex collector's item, $500. Original 6-pack Billy beer. Okay, rare Coca-Cola bottle, $200. Now, is there Coke still in it, or is it just like an empty bottle? Rare Coca-Cola bottle, $500. If you're the type of person who would spend $500 to buy a rare Coca-Cola bottle, I should take that bottle and beat you over the head with it till you're dead. And finally, a bulletproof vest, size large, for $200. Very creative. I love it when Jim does this, and like, not only does he give me a number, but he gives me a cool premise. Just the fact of what they're selling gives me like a cool premise and a good way to keep them on the phone. Good thinking. I wonder if that was Pilot that was just in the chat room. Damn. Anyway, did you hear me? I took a hit during that song. I don't know if you heard me because I'm using a little bong. There's not a whole lot of water in it. It's hard to hear. Lovely. Man, I really feel out of it tonight because nobody's listening. Hello, Sebastian. Do you want to come say hello or just stand over there and meow in my general direction? Say hello. They haven't been fed, so they're going to get gradually louder and louder until I go feed them. Say hello, Mousy. Good girl. If anybody wants to see pictures of my beautiful, wonderful cats, you can go to my site and take a look in the gallery. There's all sorts of pictures of the kitty cats in there. And, oh, there is an update on the site, too. I posted some of Neo's new fan art. I have one more that I need to post, and there's some new stuff in the galleries there for you to look at. And I posted last week's show. I'm very proud of myself. I had last week's show up there by, like, Tuesday or Wednesday. Only because last week's show was so damn good. It was my best show in a long time, so I wanted to listen to it again myself. A lot of funny, great prank calls that we did live on the air last week. Felt like old times. I did a great prank call with a listener, Mr. Flatulence. Let me see if he's in the chat room. Yeah. I'm going to play that one later tonight because he did a great job for somebody who's not a regular time prank caller. I don't know. I'm debating whether I want to take another shot or not. Shotornot.com? Also, if anybody has any addresses for sicko disgusting sites, disgusting picture sites that aren't too full of like banners and pop-ups and shit, let me know. I'll be sharing those with everybody on the air. Of course, we all know the old standbys that everybody knows. Rotten and Boners and Consumption Junction and Steak and Cheese and Freak Hole. Life of Debauchery. Oh, here's a good one for you. EasyGals.com. Check out EasyGals.com. Keith is always using that one, looking for free porn. Apparently it's just tons and tons of links to porn thumbnail pages. Also, ultrapasswords.com is a good way to get into pay porn sites for free. I shouldn't be giving out such information, but that's okay. If you're up this late, your parents obviously don't care. If you're a kid and you're up this late, your parents obviously don't care if you're going to go look at women sticking fists up their own ass or something. There is something I do need to do before Keith comes home. Shit, I just remembered. I almost forgot. Keith will be here. He'll either be here or I'll be calling for a ride very shortly, so I need to be quick about this. I have all sorts of stuff for an Easter basket. I'm going to make an Easter basket live on the air. Why? Because I have to. There's a chocolate Easter bunny, a bag of bubble yum eggs, a bag of crispy peanut butter filled eggs, a bag of Twix, peanut buddies, fudge bunniettes, fudge-filled bunniettes, a sweetheart's egg. I'm doing this on purpose, just so you get my point here. Egg-shaped York peppermint patties, a 4-pack of Cadbury cream eggs, some candy corn with Easter pastel colors, a bag of Easter grass, which we need to be careful with, or Sebastian will choke himself on. He'll just sit there and swallow it until he barfs up his own intestine. Then we have 2 packages of blue peeps and 2 packages of purple peeps. And we got real milk chocolate bunniettes, and jelly beans, of course, and some more jelly beans, and double crisp eggs, and a nerd's egg, and some of those plastic hollow eggs that you're supposed to put candy inside. Now, I know you're probably wondering, why would you buy so much shit for Easter? See, I didn't plan on this, but usually when I'm in the store and I see a good deal on a bag of candy and the holiday is coming, I'll buy it and keep it in the trunk of the car so I can give it to Keith or something. See how romantic I am? All this preparation. Okay, I opened up the bag of Easter grass and I laid it in the bottom of the basket. I'm a cheap ass, so I'm using the same basket that I gave him last year. And I guess our solid milk chocolate bunny would have to be our centerpiece. Let me put him in the middle there. I'm not going to bother taking price tags off of anything, and there's no way half of this shit is even going to fit in this basket. I bought way too much. Marshmallow peeps. You know what? That's too much grass. I need less grass. This is going to be the stupidest program I've ever done in my life. Thank you. I'm very proud. It was a dream. I made it happen. Yeah, I don't care. See, now, if there were 60 to 70 people listening like there were last week, I would totally be on the phone pranking people already, probably. So everybody go spam somebody. Each and every one of you knows people online. So spam them and tell them about the show, get them here, and get me to do some pranks. Okay, I'm not going to just put the giant bags of stuff in here because that'll never fit. So I'm just going to open up the bags and just sort of dump them in. These teeth are going to be rotten before next Easter. They smell good. What else? What else? Jelly beans. Gotta have a lot of jelly beans for Easter. What exactly do rabbits have to do with Jesus rising from the grave to feast upon the flesh of the living? Maybe that's why so few people are listening, because I keep saying shit like Jesus is feasting on the flesh of the living. Jesus is in the chat room, by the way, in case you were wondering. He is risen, and he's a big fan of KDK and the Comedy Think Tank. who's a regular collaborator. He helped work on that cell phone sketch. See, I'm doing this in record time, people. I know you just love to hear, like, rappers crinkling and shit. All the kids out there are like, isn't he gonna say something about sex? No, folks, that would be the rest of social crime. I don't need to talk about body functions to get people to listen. And I don't need to pretend some chick is getting naked in my studio, which is really my parents' basement. Oh, and I almost forgot, I got a little stuffed animal. Gotta put a little stuffed animal in the basket. Let me dig a hole in the candy. Fit the stuffed animal in there. And then we got the eggs. We'll put those in here. Make this look all nice. We got the bunny-ettes. Okay. Keith is gonna be like, you're trying to make my teeth rotten? They're already bad enough. Oh, there's no room for the candy corn, so I'm going to have to give that to him separately. And the peeps. I'm surprised I fit so much in here. There we go. Beauteous. And the basket weighs like 5 pounds. Let me go put this in a prominent place where he'll see it when he comes in. I'm so romantic, aren't I? I shouldn't have had that shot? Well, guess what? I'm going to have another one. What do you think of that? Good idea. You're right. I already poured the shot, so... If anybody feels like calling in, and you know how, feel free to call in. Don't bother calling the Social Crime 1866 number, because it won't do you any good. You might get somebody, but you certainly won't get me. The only way to communicate with me is to get into my chat room. KDKprankcalls.com, click on the chat room link, or irc.centralchat.net. The room is KDK. Let me check back in the chat room. Everybody's going to be like, what the fuck is he doing? You know, I love the fact that I've been sitting here, like, putting together an Easter basket, like, and talking while I'm doing it. And there's more people listening than when I was actually, like, trying to be entertaining before. I don't know, I just take everything personally. I take everything as a put down. Let me move that over there. Well, it says that there are 22 people listening. Well, at least now, I'm beating Prank Call Underground, which is still not simulcasting the program like they're supposed to be. But things will be back to normal next week. The problem is that Ted is on vacation this week, so he might not be around to be able to switch over so that I could be simulcast on both stations. Hopefully he doesn't think that I don't want to be simulcast on PCU, because I do. As a matter of fact, I was mulling over the idea of ending the program on time here on Social Crime, and then maybe going on for another hour on TEDweb, so people can click over, enjoy the mono, the classic stylings of Internet mono with KDK. Thank you. Anyway, this prank call is from last week. It's called Crazy Naked Men and Jesus, and I'll be right back.
Hello?
Hello, how are you doing, dear?
Hello?
Hello, how are you doing, dear? It's Joe from across the street.
Who's this?
It's Joe from across the street.
Carol?
Exactly, yes. How are you doing, dear?
Oh.
Listen,
I'm doing all right.
I'm sorry to bother you this evening, but I wanted to ask you a question about earlier this evening.
Uh-huh.
Did you hear any of the racket that was going around outside earlier this evening around, I don't know, maybe 2 hours ago?
There was what going on?
Apparently there was a man who was naked, and he was running from, he was hiding behind the trees and the bushes, and he was running from house to house. And I saw him, and I saw that the police caught him. And apparently the cops were in my yard saying that maybe he dropped something along the way, or maybe they're looking for his clothes or something.
Oh, I see. No, I didn't see anything. Well, how long ago was that?
It was about 2 hours ago, and
Oh, my goodness.
basically I was calling just to see if you found anything odd outside, like shoes or clothing or something.
Uh-huh. Well, that's sure scary, isn't it?
You haven't found anything outside, then?
Uh-huh. Have you got a cold?
I'm on the respirator.
Oh, you're on the respirator. Uh-huh.
Well, I told you about my tracheotomy, didn't I?
No.
Oh, I didn't tell you. I had a tracheotomy. I had to get a tracheotomy. I'm sorry. I had to get a tracheotomy back in February.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
In California?
Excuse me?
In California?
Well, I don't want to discuss where it happened because there's a lawsuit pending and everything. As you can hear, things didn't turn out so well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I'm going to be suing those bastards.
Well, I am talking to Carol, right?
Excuse me?
I am talking to Carol Odom.
Yes, of course. Don't you remember? See, you don't recognize me because... I'm sorry. You don't recognize me because of the tracheotomy.
Oh, that must be it. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I was kind of leery of who you were at first.
No, it's okay. I just was wondering because the police were asking if I found anything in my yard, so I was calling, to see if they were over there.
It's all over on your side of the street then, huh?
I don't see anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I don't know, he was just running. I don't know where he came from or where he was headed to, but there was just some crazy naked man, like maybe in his mid-40s, and I saw him out there, and he's stuck in behind the bushes, and he's used the spotlights, and he's running behind the houses. It was very exciting. It was like TV right through my picture window.
Oh, it was. Well, we've got satellite, we've got another channel, so we don't have any local channel.
Okay, well...
We don't have the local channel on.
Yeah, it must have been on the news, too, because there was a news truck outside.
Yeah.
You didn't hear any of the commotion. You didn't hear the sirens and see the lights.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So you haven't seen the light.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a sad and sorry thing.
Yeah.
You ever wonder about where you're going to go someday when you pass on?
Yeah.
Have you accepted the Lord Jesus Christ as your personal Savior?
Carol, I'm going to have to hang up.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I've been drinking the bourbon and hitting the Vicodin, so I'm probably not making a whole lot of sense.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Love ya.
And that was sort of fun. Thank you, Monkey. And we're back. And I just noticed a very strange thing. I took another shot, and just for the hell of it, I hit the lighter with it, and guess what? It's flammable. Maybe I can blow some smoke balls, some fireballs with this Stoli. 100 proof vodka. Okay, so I've taken 2 shots so far. So that would be of 100 proof alcohol. That would be the equivalent of like, I don't know, like 3 beers maybe. But this is an oversized shot glass, so I'm not sure if this is a what would they call it? A regulation size shot. And I have a Jolly Rancher here. That'll get rid of the taste. Lovely. Now you can listen to me eat candy on the air. Now that I put the basket together for everybody. Too bad I don't have a webcam. You could have watched that whole, because the webcam takes like pictures like every couple seconds, so you would just see like the basket getting bigger and bigger as I'm furiously making it. There was already Easter grass all over the floor because while I wasn't looking, the cat was in the basket pulling out pieces of grass so he can swallow them and barf. What is the allure of swallowing string-like objects and barking if you're a cat? The funnest part is when you catch them eating it, and you grab it, and you pull it, and you end up pulling like 3 or 4 feet of a string or something out of a cat, and you know it's coming like from the stomach. Say hello, guys. Go meow. Mouse. Oh, well, she did meow, but that was too quiet to hear. Sebastian. Say again. Mouse. 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 I must already be too drunk. I'm sitting here talking to the cats. Fuck. No, I will not be smoking the plastic grass. That would be a bad idea. I might put some marshmallow peeps in the microwave. That's funny. I remember we were on last Saturday, of course, or we were on the Saturday before Easter last year, of course, and Andrew Excess called up and said put a peep in the microwave because he says they inflate to like 100 times their natural size. So I did, and he was right. It was like gargantuan peep just growing in the microwave. And then like 5 minutes later it recedes and it turns into like a hard crusty little ball. It's very funny actually. Everyone microwave your peeps, it's fun. Jimmy the Scumbag has joined the chat room. Welcome, Jimmy the Scumbag. Jimmy the Scumbag. And Jesus says, Jesus wants me to play something that he should have sent me before. Oh wow, how ironic. I'm looking at it as I am, and he's telling me to play what I played earlier. Now, is that mind reading or what? It's the eve of your resurrection, Jesus. Why are you hanging out in the KDK Prank Calls chat room? And that's probably Keith calling, looking for a ride. I'm in no mood to play.
This is IP Relay Operator 7766 with a relay call. Do you know how to use relay?
What are you doing? What was that? Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Operator here, hello.
Can you hear me? Ah! Why do you keep doing that to me? Is there something wrong with our connection? Hello? Ma'am?
Operator here, this is IP Relay Operator 7766 with a relay call. Do you know how to use relay?
Yes, I do. Now I can hear you fine. How are you doing this evening?
Hey, the person has disconnected. Thank you. IP Relay Operator 7766. Goodbye.
Hello? What a bitch! Just because I'm playing with her a little. I'm sorry, folks. I won't do that anymore. I know. It's fun for me to fuck with her, but I know you guys hear that squealing too, so I'm not going to do that no more. Sorry. I've had a couple of drinks. And I'm going to have another one. Fuck it. If Keith hasn't called by now, the store closes at 10. So he should have been back, like, no later than, like, what, like 10:30? And who knows where the hell he is right now. I don't care. I don't care. Well, I suppose it's a good thing I didn't bother buying Easter eggs. Last Easter, now that I think about it, Kevin was over here. And we were doing Easter eggs, I think. I remember doing Easter eggs with Kevin last year, but perhaps it was like before the program. Because I don't remember Kevin being on the air for a long, long time. Flatulence is asking what the heck is a relay call. If you go, I'm not sure of the website. Let me turn my mic down because it looks like I'm like really, really loud. If you go to, still too loud. I'm not sure of the website, but there's a site that you can go to where you can use your computer as if you were a deaf person to call people. And you type in, and then the operator will call whoever you want to call, and will have to say whatever retarded shit you're typing in. And it can be fun sometimes, but it usually ends up being crap. I was in the mood to have some fun, but no, I'm not. I was going to go along with it, but the chick, well, whoever one of you called me just hung up. You should have hung in there and fucked with her with me for a little while, but that's a song for another day. Anyway, if anybody feels like calling in, feel free to do so, because I don't know what the hell I'm going to do here, because I don't want to get into anything major in case that phone rings and I got to go pick his stupid ass up from work.
Hello? 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 Hi, I'm calling about the canaries.
Okay.
What kind of birds are they?
Hello?
Hi, I'm calling about the birds.
Uh-huh.
You have canaries for sale?
Yes, I have canaries for sale.
Why are you laughing at me?
Johnny.
You caught me. Do you think I do this voice well? Kind of like a nerdy computer voice?
Well, it's Johnny or what?
Yeah, I want a bird.
You want a bird?
Yeah, then I want to give someone the bird.
Okay.
Do you have wild birds? You know, the
You're
ones
kidding or what? Who is it?
Okay, I'm going to pause that for a moment because Keith just called, and I'm going to have to go pick him up from work. So I'm going to play out this prank call and play another one, and I'll be back by the time it's done. It'll only take me like 10 minutes.
Johnny Nelson or what?
You know the birds that go, kia, ka.
Hello?
Hi,
Hi.
can I have a bird?
Who is this?
I'm a bird man.
No. Who is this?
Okay, let me tell you the story. I live in a plastic sphere. I'm not able to be exposed to the elements because I don't have an immune system, but I want a bird.
Oh, sure, okay.
Could the bird live in the sphere with me?
Sure.
Do you think he would pop it?
He might. It's Johnny. It's somebody. Yeah.
Could you give me the bird, please? I was asking for wild birds.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
Hello.
Hi, I'm calling for Walter.
Okay.
Is Walter there?
Yes, who is this?
This is Sam.
Okay.
Down at the bingo club. We played bingo last week. Remember us? We were down, Walter hit the big one. At the BINGO.
Where? I don't think so.
No?
No,
I got the wrong... Is this the wrong number? No, this can't be. Walter gave me this number. He told me to call any time.
I don't think so. Walter don't play bingo.
Huh. Well, I just got out of the hospital. And, maybe it's not working. I don't know.
Where you got this number from?
Walter. Walter Vidget?
No, it's not Bridget.
Huh. It's not working. Not working.
What's not working?
I was working on it. It's not working. So, he hit the B, and then it was B65, and then I had the next one, and then he got the O4, and that was it. He raised his hand, and everybody was just, it was the $500.
I think you must have the wrong number.
You sure?
I'm sure. called here last week for Walter, and she was very ugly, and then when she realized she had the wrong Walter Billiard, she called back and apologized. So you must have the wrong Walter.
What was that? What was that? Was that Lucretia?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you remember if that was Lucretia or not?
I don't know the name, but she was not. She was incorrect.
Well, hold on a second. Let me get the other line. Somebody. Hey, Billy. Come on in.
Hello? Did you get her on the line?
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Okay.
You're Walter's old lady, right?
I'm Walter's wife.
Okay, well, Walter... Okay, well, Walter gave you his number, right, Bob?
Yeah.
And go ahead, you told her why we're calling?
Yeah, the bingo. Bingo 500.
He bought a raffle ticket while he was there, and he won the PT Cruiser.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't want it? Because if you don't want it, we're just going to keep it. We're kind of hoping we couldn't get a hold of you. Because then it defaults to be ours because we ran the raffle.
Yeah.
Well, if he bought a raffle ticket, he must have a raffle ticket.
Yeah, he's got a stub, but if you can't find the stub, then gimme, it's ours.
Yeah.
It was like a $25 raffle ticket because it's a pretty expensive car. We didn't have that many tickets, so the odds were pretty good. Hello?
Yeah, okay. And where you met Walter?
At the bingo.
I don't think so. Walter doesn't play bingo. And what does your Walter look like?
Well,
how old is he?
He's in his 50s, I think. And he's probably about 5'10", balding. I don't know, he looks like any guy between 50 and 60, I guess. Overweight.
Yeah. Was wearing the blue pants.
He had a blue jacket that day. I remember. See, he must not have told you they had stopped in for bingo.
And what day was this?
Bingo night is Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah, he was,
So, well...
He got all excited.
Just say you don't want the car, and, we're going on a road trip.
Yeah.
Well, I know this isn't real.
Well, it is real, and you will have to pay some taxes on the car, but it's a $50,000 car. You'll probably have to pay about, I don't know, probably about $1,000 for taxes and shit.
And what's your name again?
I told you already.
Sam?
Yeah.
Sam what?
Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell.
My name is on the lottery raffle ticket because I was the chairman. I was the chairperson.
And who's your friend with you?
So, you know what? The phone number's on the ticket. So that way, if he doesn't call back, we know that he couldn't find the ticket and the car is ours.
How would the car be yours if he's got the ticket?
Well, we had a winning ticket. And then the rules are if we can't get a hold of the winner, or the winner declines the prize, then it defaults to us because we went through the trouble of running the whole thing.
Yep.
Okay, and your friend there is Bob?
Bob.
Bob who?
Clark.
I'm sorry?
Clark.
Clarence?
Bob Clark.
Clark.
And Sam Rockwell.
Clark? Bob Clark?
His name isn't on the stub, though.
Oh, well, if his name isn't on the stub, then he has no...
He's my assistant, so he was making the call for me, but he said you were being difficult, so he asked me to get on the line.
I was being difficult.
So, if you find the ticket...
Okay, well, what's my name?
I don't know your name. I didn't talk, like, in depth about Walter and his life, but he just bought a $25 raffle ticket.
Okay, what kind of car car does he drive?
I don't know what kind of... I didn't ride with him anywhere. I saw him in the bingo hall where he bought a ticket from my little table.
Yeah.
Why are you calling this late?
He also won the $500, but he told me to call anytime.
Why you pick now? Why can't
To be honest with you, I was hoping that you wouldn't answer, or I would get an answering machine and I would be able to take the car. I just want the car. It's a really nice car. It's got leather interior.
I tell you what, hold on one second.
You gonna wake him up? No, don't wake him up because then he's gonna want the car. How about between you and me, we just say that I never called and we keep the car?
Wait, you know what? You sound like a jerk.
Well, all I want is the car. It's like the whole reason why I ran this raffle, so I would end up with the car in the end.
I don't know what... I don't understand.
Do you want to go get Walter? Hello?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. I want to give him a fair shake. You know, it is his car.
Did you go to the bingo hall this week? Which bingo hall?
I don't know. It's not my bingo hall. The one near the VFW.
Yeah, it's down there on
I bring in my little folding car table and I sell my little tickets and I end up with the car.
Which bingo hall?
The one near the VFW. I don't think it even has a name. It's just in the VFW.
Yeah.
And which street is the VFW on?
I've lived here all my life. I don't know streets by names. I know them by where they are.
It's down there by, down the main street down there.
You should go to a bingo hall and buy a ticket for a car.
I know Walter did.
No.
A guy named Sam Roswell is on the phone. He said you have the winning ticket. Well, I don't think he's the right Walter. I think he's mistaken.
Oh, awesome. Cool. Bob, the car is ours. We're going on a road trip.
Take it, enjoy it.
I will. And we're back. And Keith the Bone is here with me. Say hey. Hey. I wanted to wait for that call to end because it was almost done. And that's one of those rare calls that actually has like an ending. It's like a story that has an ending. And I wanted Keith to go through his basket that everybody heard me like furiously making earlier tonight. Just dig through it and look at all the shit in there. First of all, like hold it for a second. The thing weighs like 5 pounds.
Yeah, the cat's gonna be all over that.
Yeah. The little rubber ducky with a baseball hat, he's cute, but he was just like dressing on the top of the basket because I know the cats are totally just going to rip it apart. But that'll be funny. The cats will rip it apart and then I'll put it in the basket next year, like all ripped up and slobbered on.
Crusty.
Yeah, crusty.
Okay, first we have sweet tart eggs.
It's an egg full of little sweet tarts, apparently.
2 of those.
I didn't bother taking... That's a Nerds one.
Nerds.
I didn't bother taking any of the prices off because I was in a hurry, like, doing it on the air.
I love Nerds.
Do you?
Yeah.
Cool.
We have a 4-pack of Cadbury eggs, cream eggs.
You like the cream eggs?
Yeah, it's alright.
I was trying to remember what ones you like. It was the fudge eggs, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, cream eggs are alright, too.
Okay.
Actually, Wendy, who works at the gas station, got pissed off at me and Seth the last time I worked because me and Seth had a Cadbury egg fight. And I guess a couple of these Cadbury eggs that I threw at Seth landed behind the credit card machine.
Oh, really?
And
those things are expensive. That's all those things are.
Ones. No, that's not why she was mad. She was mad because she was the one who found them, so she had to clean them. 5 busted up in Cadbury eggs on the wall. Because Sarah came in a couple days ago. She was like, she's going to kill you when next time she sees you. Okay, now we have the chocolate coin, peanut butter coin thingies.
Those are peanut buddies.
Peanut buddies.
These things that have no label, those are bubble yum eggs.
Bubble gum. Yep.
Those were good last year. I like those.
And
oh.
press 1. You had a call from... Your caller is no...
Okay, that was just a hang up. False alarm.
Okay, then we got the little mini trial size.
Now this is cute. Too bad people can't see this. It's like a little satin pouch with a little bunny face on it and a cottontail on the back. And inside is a little bag of like Twix and Three Musketeers and stuff.
And we got our York peppermint patties.
York peppermint patties.
And more peanut butter eggs. They're not even real eggs. They're like half eggs.
Yeah.
And it's so cheap. Here we go. Now we gotta pull it.
There you go.
And we got.
You gotta dig down there. It's like archaeology. There's like strata in there.
And then we got the big chocolate bunny.
Those are fudge-filled chocolate bunnies.
And we got bunny eggs. Ooh.
Little cute bunny eggs.
Yay.
Jelly beans.
And gourmet jelly beans. Not just jelly beans, they're gourmet.
The good jelly beans at the bottom there, and
Which will be gone by the end of the night.
the stuff that didn't fit. I know you're gonna like this. Bunny corn.
Oh wow, I've never seen bunny corn.
Yeah, bunny corn.
I'm never gonna rot my teeth out today.
That's what I was saying. I was saying that's exactly what you're gonna say.
To hear who's calling, press 1. Call from...
Brown. Robed.
To take this call, press 1. Now connecting. Go ahead, please.
Why are you interrupting the exciting account of what's in the Easter basket? How you doing tonight, Josh?
Hello. A person is calling you through Sprint Relay. This is CA4455. Have you received a relay call before?
You do that pretty good.
1 moment for your call to begin.
Okay.
Hello. Hello, how are you doing, dear? Hello. Mr. Brown Road Bean.
Hello, this is the Great Brown Robed Bean.
Yeah. What's going on here? I'm confused.
The person on the line is using the relay service to communicate with you.
Ask him why he doesn't just call me. Why is he using relay service?
That will be relayed to your caller. Your caller is typing. Am taking captive of...
Did Boba Fett get him?
Pind Art, the Noon Man, is mine.
Pindar the Moon Man is his? He's talking in code. That means his grandfather dies and he's going to inherit everything. Hello?
Your party's still typing.
Okay, can I talk to you about what's in my Easter basket? Just to kill the time while we're waiting in between. But you don't need to type this in to the guy who's calling me, okay?
Everything that you say will be typed to the caller.
Oh, there's a lot of typing for you. We got some bunny corn.
Your caller is still typing.
Okay. We got some York peppermint patties shaped like little Easter eggs. Did I say we have bubble yum eggs? They look like little robin's eggs. And fudge-filled bunyettes. And a great big solid milk chocolate bunny. And a little stuffed animal, a ducky with a baseball hat. And there's gourmet jelly beans at the bottom. Hello? Hello?
Taking captive of Pendart, the Moon Man, is mine. Have Moon Generatory. Have its secret plans. Have to wait until Sister goes to bed moons. All mine. Am a Sprint relay operator, and I love brown robed bean.
You like brown robed beans? You believe in them? Because I don't believe in them. Some call them Jawas. Or those little scrunchy guys from Phantasm. I was going to fill those with candy and put them in your basket, but I didn't have time to mess with the plastic eggs, and we had way too much candy. I'm going through the bag because I didn't realize how much I bought, and I'm, like, naming it all off.
Where do you want to fuck my aunt? Just leave a bunch of empty ones around.
Yeah, or leave like bizarre things inside. Leave like a hairball, a cat turd. Every year, Keith's family has an Easter egg hunt. Even though everybody, it's sort of funny because like the youngest person there is like 15, a little too old for an Easter egg hunt. But the oldest person there is like what, 85? Yeah. And it's funny to watch old people running around the yard looking, and they really get into it. They're like trying to compete against each other, and they're hunting for the eggs. And
mind you, the youngest one is 15, and then the next youngest one is 25, me.
Yeah. And they're more. Oh, he's eating the Easter grass.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's why we gotta keep an eye on the Easter grass because they like to use it for vomit purposes.
That way they can shit on a big Easter string.
Yeah, they'll shit on it. That way it'll have a string on it so you can pick it up and fling it.
Please, may I have your attention? Will the real Moon Man please stand up? I repeat, will the real Moon Man please stand up?
Oh, that means his grandfather's not dead after all. Well, that's sad news. He's a miserable bastard. We're all waiting for him to go. His name is Pindar. His parents must not have liked him. They called him Pindar. What? You gotta have Easter grass. Your cats like to puke on Easter grass? Oh, I forgot to tell you about the big egg full of sweet tarts, and the big egg full of nerds, and the Cadbury cream eggs. It's a whole cornucopia, a treasure trove of tooth-rotting goodness. Oh, and I forgot to tell you about the little pouch. It's a cute little satin pouch that has bunny ears. It's purple and it's got a bunny face on it. And inside is a little bag of like miniature Hershey's and Three Musketeers and other tooth-rotting confectionery. Are you still there? You're getting all this, right? Because it's very important.
I am a sprint relay operator, and I love smoking. A real spliffy splaffy. I tell you, you need to spliff those splaffies right up and down. Spliff them all day and spliff them all night.
Okay, well that reminds me. Keith's Easter present to me. Would you mind? I'm all set over here. No. I mean, give it. Just fucking give it!
Remember, you're getting that down, right?
Yeah. Okay, Keith's Easter present to me is a nice little bag of weed. So it's not... What's that?
Your caller's typing. I hip it around the hood all day and night. I smell like a garbage.
Okay. And I'll carry it with me like my daddy did. If they go in my way, I'll go with you. Just type that in. And then type in doody-doo-doo. Moving on down the highway. You ever watch The Family Guy? This must be a very interesting job, just doing like calls back and forth between handicapped people and like their relatives who probably don't even want to talk to them.
I take long walks through landfills. I like big black women with long armpit hair.
No, that's just silly. I don't even know what to make of that. That doesn't go by any of his code.
Tell him, I like big butts and I cannot lie.
Yeah, I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny.
In any many ways, and a big old butt in my face.
You know the words?
Yes.
That's pretty sad.
Oh, it's big.
Oh, how about this one? Oh, baby, you got what I need, but you say he's just a friend, but you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you.
My milkshake brings boys to the yard.
That would probably be the most disturbing. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach you, but I have to charge.
I like to split them up and down.
You do? Me too. I'm about to right here. I got a bong packed. How do you type in, like, the bubbling water sound effect? Like, when I smoke on the... Right here. Great googly moogly. I can't do this. I'm not going to be able to light it and cover the cover hole and hit it and hold the phone at the same time. So can you light it for me? Don't light my eyebrows on fire. Okay. see how big the flame is before we do this. Okay, that's good. Wait, let me move my finger.
My name is P.L. Silent Warrior, and I am a gay Arab man. I like to splaffy.
He's a crazy gay Asian terrorist. You know, can you let me?
When I spliff it. I split it.
That was funny. I'm bending over and I'm hitting the bong, and I'm like sucking so hard on it because it's clogged that I like ripped a fart.
Very, very, very good. You like to spliff?
Well, I don't know if this is... A spliff is like a small, teeny little joint, and I smoke big fatty, so I guess I don't spliff. Or bongs.
I thought a spliff was a blunt.
Is it? Yeah. I don't know. I'm not up on all the street lingo your kids use.
You're changing your crazy language.
Yeah. I love the people that invent names for their drugs because they want to seem cool. Like, I got some Russian red hair. Yeah, well, weed doesn't grow in Russia.
I got the dank-a-dank.
Yeah, I got the badonka-donk. But whatever it is.
The dank-a-dank. Or the shit.
No, because they're quoting the guy from Crankacres, right?
No. That's well before the
oh, okay. So what is a badonka-donk?
A ghetto booty.
A ghetto booty. You have a ghetto booty?
I have no booty.
This is fun. I'm going to do a shot here. You want to do a shot?
No.
I dare you. It's not that bad.
No.
Seriously, it's not even as bad as NyQuil.
They're all going to for you.
Yes, hopefully. Oh, thank you. Hard garbage.
On you, poop on you. I say, sir, poop on Keith. The bone's to Keith. The bone is a player hater.
You're a player hater? Well, sir, it was fun, but this kid is just messing with you, and I'm gonna go. Okay, so tell him I said just type this in. Just type in, I love you, stay beautiful, tune in again next week. Okay? Thank you. And that's enough of the Sprint Relay guy. Well, that was sort of fun. I like just conducting the show as normal with, like, the poor Sprint guy.
You know what I was going to tell you, Jeff?
What?
I was going to tell him to type in, you had a poo on my porch?
You had a poo on my porch? Well, you could make him... He probably didn't type in anything that I was saying, because he wasn't telling me to stop, and I purposely was keeping going so that he couldn't possibly type it all.
Well, we would never know what he types.
Yeah, he's typing...
Well, you know, he could be typing, you're an ass.
I'm sticking my fingers in my butthole. I would totally be doing that. If I was the operator, I would totally... Hello, Herman, I love you. How are you? I'm fingering myself thinking of you. Go ahead. My finger smells like poo, and I know why. Because of you. Go over. And let me check back in and see how many people are listening. Well, we have 19 people in the chat room now. That's better. There's like nobody listening tonight because it's Easter and people have to get up early and do family stuff tomorrow, or they're partying tonight, or they're dipping their testicles in that water, in the vinegar water that you use to dye your eggs, and turning their testicles different rainbow colors. I was thinking about that as a new thing for the site. How about Easter testicle picture? Let's do an Easter testicle picture. Don't change the subject. We'll make like a couple cups of like the Easter stuff, and you just dip your balls in it. It'll be funny. It'll come out like striped and shit. And then we'll take a picture for people to go look. What?
Maybe we could do Easter testicle hats.
Easter testicle hats. But what's so Eastery about testicle hats? You can put this thing on your testicles. That'd be funny. Oh man, there'll be some interesting pictures coming to the site, I think, soon. Anyway, if anybody feels like calling in, Jesus, yes, Jesus says, should I call in now? Jesus, please call in. I need salvation. No, that's Jesus, our Lord and Savior.
I thought it was...
He's here in effigy because tomorrow is the anniversary of him rising from the grave to feast upon the flesh of the living.
No, we gotta steal our Christmas lights.
Here's who's calling. Press 1. Call from. To take this call, press 1. Now connecting. Go ahead, please.
Hola.
This is Elise.
Khalees?
Well, you didn't explain who you are.
Okay, this is Sprint Relay Service CA 925. Have you received the relay call before, sir?
Did you know testicles like bunny ears? Or maybe that should be bunnies like testicle ears.
Okay, hello, this is Sprint Relay Service CA.
I'm hearing you. I'm already way ahead of you. I'm just saying ahead of time what I want to say to this person who's calling me.
Oh, okay.
Because we've been talking online all night.
Okay, one more, please.
I don't know why he has to call me because we're already talking online. But.
Okay, what was the what was that you said?
Bunnies like testicle ears. It's code. He knows what it means. It means, well, it means that the weed delivery is in and he's got to come pick up his quarter pound.
Bunnies like
testicle ears. Not as much as Siamese cats like testicle hats. Over.
Not as much as
Siamese cats like testicle hats. They really do, though.
Cats don't really like it.
Yeah, Persians, they'll scratch the hell out of your nuts. They don't like it. But Siamese are like, whatever, it's warm. I don't care. So how are you doing this fine evening? Operator number, I forget.
Okay.
You have any interesting conversations go through you tonight?
I can't answer that.
Oh, nobody. Oh, did they record your stuff?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Has he said anything? Has he said who he is?
The person that said, my name is Kellis or Khalees. Go ahead.
Oh, it's you know Kellis. You probably know Kellis. You know that song Milkshake? What, is she talking to you from her cell phone?
Computer, Sprint Relay.
Oh.
And the person still haven't responded yet.
You know Kellis, right? My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. You know her.
Yeah.
She probably needs a ride from the club. I've been drinking too much to go get her stupid ass.
One more, please, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna do a shot here, so you might hear me like gag and stuff. Okay? You ever try aftershock?
No, sir.
Don't. You'll hear why in a moment. You want to do one? If I do one, will you do one?
No.
Why not? Look, it's not that bad. See, look, see? See? I'm not even gonna flinch.
My milkshake. Go ahead.
Brings all the boys to the yard. Yeah, I know who she is. Ooh. Ah. Oh, that's like I just drank perfume. Oh my god. This is horrible. Oh, rubbing alcohol would be better. And my chest is on fire again. I gotta just stick to the weed. Alcohol is dangerous. You ever wonder why it isn't the other way around? Why isn't alcohol illegal and weed legal? Since people can drive when they're stoned, but they can't when they're drunk?
Hello, go ahead.
Hello? Well, I'm gonna let you go because my chest is on fire and I need to go puke. So you have a good night.
What is happening?
Well, tell him my chest is on fire and I'm about to puke. Goodbye. Good night. Okay, no more relay calls. I will not be accepting. I need to put a limit, like one relay call a week, and that's being generous because I don't even want to do that much. So no more relay calls tonight. Anybody else doing a relay call, I'm not going to take it, so don't even bother. I like a good relay call every once in a while. It's fun to play with the operators. It's always fun to play with the operators, and they always have fun because they're getting paid to listen to your goofy shit, so they'd rather do that than go deal with, like, some retard. Literally. You want a Jolly Rancher? I'm just looking for something to get rid of that horrible taste in my mouth. Blah. Jolly Rancher is perfect. Tell him that you are a man that loves suspense. Well, I'm happy that there are more people listening. Let me check the shoutcast to see how many people we have. I don't know if Ted even showed up because I know the relay was not going earlier. So if you're listening to me now, remember, if you're tuning into PCU and you're not hearing the program, tune over to Social Crime and you can listen in stereo and hear the program.
Honey?
What?
If they're listening to PCU and they can't hear you, then they can't hear you.
I mean in the future. It's always cool if they listen to PCU because it is, after all, the best goddamn prank call radio station in the world. Yeah. Motherfucking right. I'm not talking shit either, it really is. We play the same shit that everybody else plays, plus another 80 hours of incredible material. Okay, there's a couple hours of crap in there, but we need to get rid of all blackout. You know who I was listening to the other day? Let me see who's in the chat room before I go any further. You know, I was listening to Prank Call Underground the other day, and I heard a bunch of prank calls that I hadn't heard yet before. And you know who they were by? Fat Dis. He's very good. I was hearing stuff that he hasn't sent me that I haven't heard before. Very good stuff. And I'll play some stuff for you sometime, but I haven't gotten a hold of the particular calls that I'm thinking of. So I'll get a hold of those and then I'll play them. But correct me if I'm wrong if I don't hear a huge KDK influence in those calls. You know? Early, it reminds me of early KDK when it was like me and Kevin, and they were all just like super gay and retarded, and we would always just like bust up laughing all the time, but it was funny. In fact, why haven't you ever sent me the other prank calls? I'll host them so that you can set up your site and just link to them. You can use my bandwidth. I'm willing to help anybody whose work I appreciate, of course. I thought Jesus said he was calling in. He was bumped by that goddamn internet relay call. What? Tell him that you're a man that loves suspense, so you stuck your dick in an electric fence. Don't whiz on the electric fence.
Yeah, I found that out.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You peed on an electric fence?
Yeah.
My
brother dared me to.
Did you already have a giant penis, or was that beforehand?
No, I was still a kid.
You were still a kid?
Yeah.
So maybe that's why you have a giant penis. So all young kids still going through puberty out there, go and find an electric fence and pee on it, because you'll get shocked, but it'll make your dick grow to mammoth proportions. Seriously. How big would you say? Like, go get a measuring tape. Yeah, it's about. I would say. Well, you would have to use like a clothing ruler, you know, one that bends, because you've got a crooked dick. KDK's Lunatic Fringe, do you have a crooked penis?
Sometimes.
No, do you really?
Have a crooked one?
Well, does it like curve up or down or to the side or something?
It curves any way that I'm in the mood for.
So it's straight?
Perhaps.
Yeah, I have a straight penis. Well, it's sort of a straight penis, but it points like upwards. You know what I mean? It stands at attention.
It points, it doesn't curve.
Yeah, it doesn't curve. It's straight, but it points upwards very sharply. And if it tries to point downwards, it's very painful. Are you smoking weed over there?
No, I just lit a cigarette.
Yeah. You're just rubbing it in because I can't smoke a bong with a phone in my hand.
Right.
Oh, Xenocide is here. Xenocide, I need you to send me your address again. He's wondering why I haven't sent a CD, but it's because I lost your address again. And I know you've sent it to me several times, but send it to me this time, and I have the disc already burned, and the label is blank, so I'll just write it directly on there and send it out. Anyway, what were you saying, Lord and Savior?
No, that was just kind of rude of you.
Well, I always do that, otherwise I'll lose my train of thought.
Yeah, but, you know, sometimes I just don't want to deal with that bullshit.
The thoughts are fleeting. Especially in my head. Are you having a bad day?
Me?
Yeah.
No, what?
Oh, okay. Well, it being the anniversary of your burial in the cave and everything. No. He was buried like a week before, wasn't he?
I don't know when I was buried.
What's wrong?
Get bad shit.
You sound down. Is Ann there tonight?
No, actually, she just went to go buy some more eggs.
Oh, you guys are coloring eggs?
No, she's making eggs. We're going to her parents' house tomorrow.
She's making eggs? You mean like as a meal?
Hard-boiled eggs.
So you're not going to color them?
She is. She's coloring some, but she can't. She kept fucking them up. Actually, I should check on that, see if that's done real quick. Hold on a second.
How can you fuck up coloring an egg?
No, well, you gotta boil them first. Hold on.
Oh, you're doing them raw? And they got the yolk all over the dye. Raw milk says, inward bending, outward bending ones are cool. Ones that bend outward. What does that mean, outward? You either bend to the up, down, left, right. How do you bend out? Case penis is like a banana if you turned it upside down. It's about that same sort of curve, even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard.
Otherwise, you just stop like this. Not that they can see that. Ooh, go away.
Jesus went to go mess with his eggs and he leaves it hanging here. I don't know, I'm thinking maybe I'll end the program early tonight so that we can go. I want my birthday present, or my Easter present. Okay, I'm gonna whip it out and you're gonna suck it. Suck it long and suck it hard. Let's see how many people we can get to tune out since there's nobody listening tonight anyway. Let's just start having like gay sex on the air. I love it when people write to me and say, you know, I like your show, but it ought to be less gay because I listen and I feel uncomfortable. well, your argument is very compelling, Mr. Jackass. I didn't know I was doing my program for you. I said it before and I'll say it again. The program is for my benefit. I'm a very selfish person. No, I'm just kidding. But it really is for my benefit. I would never do this. I would never go through this much effort and trouble if I didn't enjoy doing it. And where the hell is Jesus? Where the hell are these eggs? In the car?
Hell is it?
Do you know who the hell I am? Leaving me on hold. What the hell is that about?
What?
Leaving me on hold to go fiddle with your eggs.
Well, they're on a timer, man.
Oh, you're boiling the eggs?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you overdo them, then they crack, and like you get the seepage, which absorbs the dye more, so you get like really freaky looking like sci-fi eggs.
Is that how you classify them? Sci-fi eggs?
Well, when you drop them in the water, like crack them on the bottom a little, and you'll see what I mean. Like the white stuff will start to seep out, and then when you color it, it'll turn darker than the shell, and it just looks cool.
That's kind of disgusting.
You know, I forgot to get eggs. We have some old, like, rotten eggs. I suppose we can boil those and color them and just never eat them?
No, give them to Joyce.
We'll give them to your stepmother. Happy Easter. Have a dozen rotten eggs. In festive Easter colors.
Tell her I'm right, yeah. Let's try to figure that out.
Yeah, she'll inhale 4 or 5 before she says something doesn't taste right. She'll do like...
You're having way too much fun.
You know how you put the olives on your fingers when you eat them? She'll be like putting eggs on her fingers and eating them off. Do you know how to peel an egg?
Nope.
The easy way to peel an egg.
Hey, you buy that thing on TV?
No, you slap it on the counter and you roll it in your palm and crack the shell and just peel it off.
Well, duh.
Well, duh. Most people don't know that. Most people sit there and pick like little chips off like a retard for 20 minutes.
Hey.
Here, you should go check out this picture.
What?
I IM'd you in the IRC thing.
A picture?
Yeah, this post.
Is it sexual?
No, and tell me who you think it is.
Man, I'm running 2 streams, and I'm in IRC, and I'm going to open it, and everything's going to blow up, and it's going to be your fault.
No, it's not.
It's going to be your fault. God. That was Kevin's mama for a moment.
I'm blaming you next time I go to the hospital.
I'm gonna blame you next time I have to go in the hospital.
So you guys don't even talk to Kevin anymore.
Well, I talked to him like 2 weeks ago, and he said he was going to be here on the show, and I knew he wasn't, so I was like, yeah, whatever. And, of course, he wasn't here. Well, hang on a second, I gotta put the phone down so I can cut and paste what you're trying to show me. Cut. Paste. Then I gotta scroll back and get rid of a space that I accidentally got in the beginning, so let's get rid of that. This is why we don't send me addresses on the air. You know, you were online. Why didn't you send me this like before the program?
Well, because I just made it.
Oh, okay, let me see. Oh, it's anti-George Bush. Yeah, well, what's so weird about it?
Look at his eyes.
It's like you gave him like a different old man's eyes and mouth and nose, right?
No, that's his, man. I just manipulated it.
Oh, yeah? Well, that's cool. That's really him?
Yeah.
No, that's not his mouth. He's not missing teeth and shit.
That's how it was in the picture.
George Bush got missing teeth.
I just like his squinty eye.
Inbred douchebag.
You should see this one I just did of his dad.
It is appropriate because it makes him look like the snake he is.
Is that how you really feel?
I think he is evil incarnate.
He's a piece of shit.
He's a bogus. What's a bogus? Jesus, what's a bogus?
A bogus?
You're all-knowing. You know what a bogus is.
That was a word created after my coming. So, I really don't know what that word means.
Okay.
Immortals.
Well, what about a hot Carl? What's a hot Carl?
A hot Carl?
Yeah.
Are you talking about the East Coast or West Coast?
East, I guess.
East?
Yeah.
Well, that's when you take your penis and you put it inside an ass.
Yeah.
And then you pull it out, and then you put it in their mouth.
Oh, I thought that was I call that a Greek blowjob.
I thought that was a rusty trombone.
No, rusty trombone is when you're getting a blowjob and ass fingering at the same time. Or she's eating your ass and then jerking you off with the reach around. That's why it's a trombone.
Want to try?
No.
You don't love me.
Zach, did you ever ask Ann to lick your ass?
No, not yet.
Like not
Here,
even
hit refresh.
Hit refresh?
Yeah.
I'm already gone. I already closed it out.
Oh my God, you're horrible.
I'm not horrible.
Yeah, you are.
Everybody knows I don't like downloading shit on the program because I don't want to open too much shit because then I get confused and shit crashes. And where the hell is Ted tonight? Ted is beating me again. Prank Call Underground is beating me.
And people listening?
We got 23 people listening. That's pathetic.
20. Why are you so... Damn, you're so harsh to everyone.
Because everybody's
like
harsh
the people
on
that
me.
do come?
Everybody's harsh on me because they see I have like 70 listeners one week. So now everybody's looking and they'll tease me. Oh, you only had 25 listeners, 23 listeners.
I don't think anyone's going to tease you, dude.
What?
I don't think anyone's going to tease you.
They always do. They're like bitter that I get more people to listen than they do, and they rub it in when I don't.
Well, dude, you're letting it get to you, man.
The other prank callers, the other talk jockeys.
Listen to you. You're turning this into like some big like competitive thing.
No, I'm not. I don't care.
You know who you're talking to? You're talking to KDK guy.
Yeah, and don't you forget.
Oh, and don't I forget.
Frank Legend.
Don't you forget, mister.
Yeah.
Respect his authority.
Yeah, Zach is the man.
Next one.
Yeah. Only cool people in the Prank Call Underground. Only people that we all approve of. You approve of Atlantic Dimensions?
Do I approve of mentions.
Yes. Are they good enough to be associated with us?
Yeah, why not?
Well, that's just the point I'm trying to prove.
I mean, they're a little screwed up mentally in their own lives, but...
Aren't you? Aren't I?
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Isn't everybody listening? You're in a chat room on IRC as Jesus talking to me on the phone about Hot Carl.
So? So weird about that?
Posting weird pictures of George Bush.
Yeah, you're posting weird pictures of George Bush. So, have you done anything, like made a graphic or a logo or something we can use for National Stop the Elderly from Voting Day? Because we're getting close. I'm going to devote the front page of my site to preventing, like, ideas and tips on how to prevent old people from voting.
Yeah.
You have any good ideas?
It's not that we need to stop the old people from voting, it's that the young people need to go vote.
But young people are just as stupid.
Well,
I want the people...
I guarantee you we would have had a Gore in the office.
I want the people from 20 to 40 to vote. That's all. 20 to 40. That's it.
Well, yeah, but that's what I mean by the young people. Get like the people who are still working.
Zach, you're obviously going to vote for John Kerry, right?
Oh, no.
Because voting for anybody else is just throwing your vote... I'm fucking retarded.
Yes.
Voting for anybody aside from Bush or Kerry, you might as well just not vote at all. Cause
I'm voting.
Well,
I'm voting for Kerry.
It's a sad fact, but you know your vote is wasted if you're not voting for one of the major parties because they'll never, ever, ever win.
Listen.
Tell that to Ralph Nader, fucking bastard.
Yeah,
Ralph Nader cost. I want to start an anti-Ralph Nader website.
Hired.
Yeah, Ralph Nader's probably hired by the Republicans to steal Democratic elections in the last election. Bastard.
You really think that?
Yes. Well, no, I don't think he was hired, but he totally did steal Democratic votes.
I do.
You think it was all a plot? The Republicans funded his campaign.
I wouldn't say I think that, but I would not be surprised in the least bit.
I think it would be a pretty good idea.
Yeah, it would.
I think the Democrats ought to secretly sponsor a like Republican candidate, not like a Republican candidate, but somebody with the same Republican views.
Right.
Except maybe not such a racist or...
You know who votes more often than not?
Old people?
Republicans.
No, Democrats. Well, it depends on where you are.
Republicans.
Around here...
There are more Democrats in the world, in America than there are Republicans. So why do Republicans keep winning?
Because a lot of the Democrats are poor and lazy.
Exactly. That's my point.
If you're not already rich, don't vote Republican, because that's all they're about, is keeping money with the wealthy.
Listen to you, Mr. Political now.
Well, isn't it true?
It's true.
Don't you agree?
What?
The whole Republican agenda is just to keep the money where it is with the wealthy and, you know, help set up almost a monarchy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're weird.
Okay, Zach, you want to make a prank? Click over and dial somebody.
Prank, monkey.
Yeah, you bastard.
What?
Click over and call someone. We'll prank.
Why do I have to do it?
Well, accuse him of taking the Easter eggs that we hid out in the yard.
All right, well, you call.
I'm far too drunk to dial.
What?
No, I don't have any numbers.
Just call some local one. I don't got any numbers.
Well, they never work.
That weird three-way calling thing.
Local numbers never work. Man.
What?
I was at the Circuit City shopping for my friend Gary, who got a birthday Monday, and I saw a movie I talked about online, and I felt compelled to pick up this DVD and maybe should send it to you for you and Keith to watch. Ooh, is it a porno? Totally. Send us porno. I've never seen DVD porn yet. You watch DVD porn?
No.
That must be cool because my DVD player you can pause and zoom and slow-mo and rewind and everything, you know?
Yeah.
So you can like zoom in, just like on the clit or whatever you're looking at.
On the clit or whatever you're looking at.
The penetration.
You're gay.
You're gay. Zach is giving me the gay. It's starting to rub off. Okay, I'll click over and dial, okay?
Alright, come on.
I'm having too much fun tonight.
What'd you do with my Easter eggs?
Oh, Xenocide says he needs the number again. Let me give him the number. See what I mean? But you're Jesus, so you get a working number every time.
I don't know if it's true.
Because you're miraculous like that. Do you believe that Jesus walks among us? Because according to some religions, he would be among us right about now.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Well, no. You gotta wait another 15 minutes.
Another 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's right. He comes back at midnight. That's right. So
I'm on the tick, man. On the tick.
What happens at midnight? You turn into a pumpkin?
Uh-huh. You didn't know that?
He rises from the grave and steals our Christmas lights.
Yeah.
Let me try again. Zeno. I haven't heard Zeno in like a year. I was ready to do the thirst. Hello. Rory. Are you there? Hello? Hello? He's just ignoring me.
Is this a big hang-up? This is a big hang-up, isn't it?
Hola. Zach. Hello? Okay, well, maybe Zach's card died. Hello? No, his card wouldn't die. Maybe his phone died. Well, the line is open, Zeno, if you want to call in. And Jesus says... Oh, he still has that link that he wants me to look at. Let's see who is faster. Hello?
Hey, David, Jeff.
Who?
Zeno.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Pretty good. Are you,
what was your real name?
Jeff.
Jeff. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I only know you as by Zeno because you don't come around very often.
Yeah, I haven't been around in a while. You have a show going on right now?
You're not even listening?
No.
You're hanging out in the chat room, you're not even listening?
I just popped in because I lost your number.
Yeah, we're socialcrime.com.
So, when are all these changes taking place? I just found out that you guys moved to Central Chat like a week ago.
Well, no, it was a couple weeks ago, but that's no big deal.
Yeah. So, any good calls lately?
Oh, of course. Last week was an incredible program.
Still haven't even sent me my CD yet.
I know, because I told you I lost your address. Did you hear me? I said you got to...
Yeah, I sent it to you right after you said that.
Okay, so I got it. I haven't checked my mail, but if you sent it, I got it. Okay.
Alright.
Because it's already burned. It's the one that I was going to send to Hellbringer, and I had to wait and confirm his address because I know he moved. And so fuck it, I was going to send it to you instead. He's a dick anyway.
So yeah, who cast here too?
Oh yeah, cool. I haven't talked to you guys in like a year or more, huh?
Yeah, a year.
You guys still hang out with Andrew XS?
No, we don't even live by him.
Oh, you guys are just friends online?
Yeah.
Okay. You feel like doing a call?
Yeah, can I do a call? He doesn't want to.
Okay, you don't have to. I don't want people to feel pressured to do a prank call when they call in.
I don't know. It depends what it is. I don't know if I'm in the mood for it.
I don't want people to get scared to call in because they're like, he's going to make me do a call.
Hey, Ryan, you want to call Chris again?
Call what?
Chris? Yeah. Yeah. Alright, my friend wants to, though.
You want to? Okay,
yeah, no,
cool.
my friend wants to.
Can you dial, or do you need to give me the number and have me dial?
I think you do. Here, I'll put it on. He'll do it. Brian, do you have an idea for it? What? For a prank call? Here, hold on.
Okay.
Hey there, KDK.
Hey, how are you, man?
I'm doing good. You remember me?
What?
Do you remember me from like 8 months ago?
UCash, right?
Yeah.
See, I remember.
I know.
I don't remember the call that we did, but I remember doing the call with you guys.
I know, it's cool. He runs a new company for new Mustang cars, right?
Uh-huh. Have I called this guy before?
Yeah, you have.
I tried to tell him I was with a magazine like Fast Cars and Muscle Motors or something.
No.
Yeah, I remember that one. Because you said he drove a Mustang, so I was supposed to call like I was from this Mustang magazine and I wanted pictures or something, and it totally didn't go anywhere.
No. Oh, you know what you should do?
What?
Tell him that his
forums, your message board forums.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell them that they were hacked.
Yeah.
Like totally everything's gone. Okay. That everything's gone. You lost everything. Everything's gone.
Oh, too bad Ted's gone. This would be great for this would be a great Jack call because it's like tech related.
Yeah. And that's what Chris does. He runs tech stuff. So just like pretend you're.
Aren't you going the wrong way?
What?
Okay. No, what were you saying, UCAS?
Yeah. pretend you're a member of the forums, the Oxide forums. Okay? Alright? And just be in a complete rage. Be as upset as you can. And be like, you put so much time to the forums.
Well, I hate to say it, but I really can't yell because I got neighbors.
What?
I can't scream on the phone because I got neighbors.
Okay, just try to act a bit upset.
Oh, I can do that.
Just in a tone.
Why don't you guys do this?
Because he knows my voice. He knows me really well. I used to work for him.
Wait, you must be able to do a voice. Are you Korean?
Am I Korean?
Yeah.
No.
What nationality are you?
White.
Oh, you can't do any accents? You don't have any funny relatives you can do an impression of or something?
No, KDK, that's what you're for.
Yeah, that's what I'm for, yeah. Tonight's my night off because there ain't nobody listening anyway.
No one's listening?
Well, barely anybody. It's like the sort of people we had listening a year ago. Very low numbers. Very, very low numbers. Let me look.
KDK, I totally forgot that I'm being listened to by like 10 people tonight.
Yeah, you forgot that we're doing a show here?
I
you thought you were just calling me at my house?
I know. KDK, it's always fun talking. But yeah, just do that. Do you want the number?
Hang on a second. I'm looking for myself to see how many people... 20 people are listening.
Okay.
Okay, let me click over. Let me get my pen. And I'm going to have to play something in the background so they don't hear nothing. So, let's try this. And we're back. Too bad I had to cut that off because that was a cool sounding song. Another song from Kriegler Kinder. Okay, I got the phone number for Chris. So I guess I probably shouldn't bother keeping you on the line so that... Are you going to participate?
No.
Okay, then I guess I might as well not bother doing it with you guys on the line.
Yeah. So you got the whole skit where just pretend like the forums were totally deleted.
The forums for what?
His company forums.
Okay, you're going to have to give me a website because he's going to ask.
X-Oxide forums, XOX. Oh, I don't give a shit if I'm boring.
What, you don't want to help...
I don't give a shit if I'm boring.
Xoxide.what?
Xoxideforums.com.
So it's not even a real site, just forums?
Yeah, just forums.
Oh, okay. What kind of forums? Like Uber Geek forums? Like people who are huge fans of Goatsy?
Uber Geek forums.
Yeah, everybody's a giant fan of Goatsy?
Yeah, Goatsy. Big Goatsy fan.
Okay, guys, it was cool talking to you. I'll give this a try.
Bye.
Okay? Bye-bye. What did you say about the goats?
What's wrong with Goatsy?
What's wrong with Goatsy?
Yes.
Nothing's wrong with Goatsy. I thought it was funny the first time I saw it, but like these 15, 16-year-old males get like fanatical about it. And it's sort of bizarre because you figure like a 15-year-old guy would say, that is so gay, I'm not even looking at this. But they're like, no, he's my hero. When I grow up, I want to be just like Goatsy. I'm going to fit a whole fire hydrant in my ass. When I grow up, I want to be able to fit anything I want in my ass. I want to be able to smuggle kegs. Hey, we can have some fun with the nerd's egg.
Get out of here.
I'm totally going to stick a nerd's egg up your ass. And I'll take a picture.
You will not.
You know, draw a smiley face on it so it'll be peeking out with a smiley face.
Well, okay.
Anyway, I gotta take myself a break because I've been talking for a long time here. So let's listen to the rest of that kick-ass Craig Deer Kinder song, and I'll be right back. Fucking cool is right. Punk rock kicks ass. Everything else is just faggoty. Right? Yeah. Rap is for homos. Do you know this stuff is flammable?
Yes.
You did? Really? Did you buy the 100 proof stuff on purpose? Because it costs more.
But yeah, I did.
I've had like 3 shots and I don't feel anything. Stand up. Oh, if I were drinking beer, I would feel drunk.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like hard liquor. With beer, it's like something about the carbonation just goes to my head faster.
Seriously, stand up. The road KDK, please stand up.
I don't feel dizzy at all. Well, it's not like I'm a first-time drinker. Like I wouldn't like be able to tell when I'm starting to get drunk. I feel like perfectly normal. I'm not slurring or anything. Am I? That's a problem with hard liquor. You gotta drink a lot of it to like get as fucked up as you would off of just like 4 beers. Nerds eggs. Sorry I got so much crap, but every time I saw some cool from like a month ago, every time I saw like something that looked cool, I like bought a bag of it. You won the fish race?
No, I won the first heat.
The first heat? What? How many laps are there in a fish race?
Well, there's 2 heats.
And how do the fish know to go in a circle and not just sit there and bump into the wall like stupid fish are? I know. Duh.
But my fish is kicking ass, though.
Your fish is kicking ass. Let me see if anybody has any numbers for me to call. I know Jim had some interesting ideas and numbers. Let's see. Raw Milk says, impeach Bush.
Yay!
And get a total fuckwad? It's not porn, not at Circuit City. It's not really a comedy, but I find humor in it, and it's not porn. I don't drink. Well, why don't you just tell me the name of the movie? And odds are I've probably seen it.
Because I'm KDK?
No, because I just watch a ton of movies. I'm always going to Blockbuster and renting movies. Ow!
Some of that manure you got there, little boy.
You want to buy some manure?
Yeah.
It's $5 a yard.
Well, I can do a lot with that. I got these hungry children to feed. And they need to be fed. And I figured that might be a good alternative for feeding them.
What happened to my ashtray? Did you take my ashtray?
No.
Yes. He took my ashtray and he stacked it on top of another one that was already right next to him. How are you doing tonight, Mr. Flatulent?
Doing well.
That's good.
Yeah.
How's the show so far?
Pretty good.
Well, that's good, even though nobody's listening.
Yeah.
It's a bad night to be on. Easter is a bad night. I'll remember that for next year. I'll play like a rerun on Easter night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everyone's with their family and stuff.
These damn families.
Yeah.
Okay. So, it's X-Oxide Forums. The guy's name is Chris. And we're supposed to complain that the boards are gone. Like,
okay.
They've been hacked and everything has been erased or something.
Okay, now does he like run your boards or something?
No, he runs X-Outside Forums. It's an uber geek site for 15 to 18-year-old boys who are incredibly huge fans of Goatsy. Yeah, tell him that. Just tell him the boards are gone, and instead, it's a mirror of Goatsy.cx.
Well, Goatsy.cx isn't up anymore.
I know, they were shut down. But there's lots of mirrors out there. People are preserving it.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to click over and dial, and do you want to start out, or do you want me to?
You
start out.
Okay.
Okay.
You can rescue me from my nosedive there.
Okay, we don't have a whole lot of information. If I remember right, I called this guy last time, and I wasn't supposed to mention the guy's name, and I did. Is that the one? You won what? A Martin sword. Cool.
George.
Is not available. To leave a message, wait for the tone. Warning, hang up, or press 1 for more options.
I thought I dialed the 800 number for the card, and I got...
So, hold on a second. What's our board? Is it your board?
No, we're people who post on the X-Oxide forums.
Oh, the X-Oxide forums.
And we're calling Chris, the guy who's like the main administrator over there.
Okay.
And he lives in Pennsylvania, and that's basically all we know.
Alright.
Okay, let me try again.
Please enter your PIN number now. You have $1.
Oh, I got hiccups.
You have 1 hour, 46 minutes.
He's not home.
I can't hear wrong.
Well, Zeno, I tried. Let me see.
What about the manure people?
That's what I'm looking at. Jim had some really good ideas. So we got 10% of the Nader contributors are Republican. Ben Stein gave money to Nader. We got the number for the coon meat again. He sent that one again.
I love it. I love it.
Let me scroll up to the free horse manure in. This is North Plains. Would that be Nebraska or something? I have no idea where that is.
Huh.
I'm gonna click over and dial.
Okay.
Some free horse manure. Free horse manure. Well, who would pay for it? Well, I guess people do pay for it. They sell it in like Home Depot.
You have 1 hour, 43 minutes.
Okay, it doesn't even have a name here.
Hello?
Hi. Yeah, this is Leo Burnett. Are you the one giving away that free horse manure?
Yeah.
How much shit you got?
We have a lot.
Well, is it like
we have... Hold on a second.
do I need a truck or something to come pick that shit up?
What?
Do I need a truck or something to pick that up?
Yes, you do.
Hey.
Yes?
Hold on. Eustace, you wanna get in on here?
Hello?
Eustace.
Yeah.
What you think of that? Says she got a lot of shit we can pick up tomorrow.
Well, we need... Would you have about 200 pounds?
Eustace?
Ma'am? Ma'am, you there?
You there?
Hello?
I can't hear him. He's on the other line. Ma'am?
As soon as you brought me in, I think she hung up.
No.
Yeah. I didn't hear her, but she was gone.
No.
Okay. Well, let's see what else we have. Wedding dress is size 18. You're heterosexual. You know the answer to this. Is size 18 really big for a woman?
That is fucking huge.
Is it? What would be like?
Normal would be like 8 or 9.
Yeah. So you want to call about this great big giant wedding dress because your wife is fat as a fucking house? Your future wife?
That's if there's any cum stains on it.
Well, it says it needs cleaning. Okay, I'll cook over and I'll be right back. I love this. Everybody wants to contribute numbers. That's a great idea, to go through your local classifieds and just tell me what they're advertising if it's something weird and the number.
Please enter.
Wouldn't you say Rye is about a size 18? You there?
What's that? I'm you.
You can't hear the water running in the background, can you?
Hello, you have reached the Hubbards at 632.
Okay, leave her a message. About the big fat wedding dress.
At the tone,
My big
please
fat Greek
record
wedding
your
dress.
message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, this is Eustace Carroll, and my wife to be, is going to be getting married, and we're going to be getting married, hooking up. We're going to do one of them Vegas things, and she's a big girl, and I understand you got one of them size 18 wedding dresses, and you said it might need to be cleaned. Do it have any cum stains in it? Excuse me, I didn't mean to say that. What needs to be cleaned off of it? So you just let me know. You can reach me at, what's my number? Honey, what's the number? Well, I have to call you back. I'm sorry. I'll call you back and get that. We got a new number here at the house. All right. Thanks.
I think you're waiting for me to come in. I can't do a female voice at all.
No, I was making it up.
Oh, and Ryan says, the movie he was talking about was Requiem for a Dream. He didn't want to tell me the name of it because he remembers me saying that I wanted, if I hadn't seen it yet because I was holding out until I could see the unrated version. So that would be awesome if you could send that to me because I could copy it and just send you the original right back. Because I can't even find it for rent around here. All I can find is the R-rated version. And I hear it's a great movie, so I wanted to see it uncut. Anyway, let me see who else we can try here. Let's go back to Jim. We have the rare Coca-Cola bottle for $500. A bulletproof vest. We have the coon meat people.
Coon meat, I love that one. I can do my boys night.
We got Tom and his brother Jake, or Jack, who make and sell ugly, useless furniture. He sounds bitter about that, the way he writes it. He says he and his brother make and sell ugly, useless furniture.
No.
Like he bought some furniture and found it to be ugly and useless.
That's the mystique.
Yeah.
You know?
Ugly and useless, like many of us. Anyway,
Ugly and useless furniture for sale here. Do you want some ugly and useless furniture?
Okay, New Orleans, coon meat, $10. Okay?
Awesome.
I'll be right back. How awesome is that? From New Orleans, coon meat, $10. Like I said last week, that can't even be for real. It's got to be somebody who... I know a good way to get some crazy people to call us. Coon meat, $10. Sounds like it's going to voicemail. Answer machine.
Hi, we are unable to answer your call at this time. Please leave a name, number, and a message, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
I was calling that you advertising some of that raccoon meat for sale. Is that ain't none you've done picked up off the road now, is it? You done that? You gonna have some problems because people don't pay for that shit off the road. So you better change that ad and say you ain't done picked it off the road. You understand? All right. Bye.
Uh-oh, so much for them. We're not having luck with anybody. You want to try one last one?
Sure.
Okay, this is in Colorado, and it's the guys who make and sell the ugly, useless furniture.
Okay.
I guess you can call us. Well, I'll start this one out.
All right.
Also, I need...
Somebody told me that you make and sell ugly, useless furniture, and I'm kind of ugly and useless myself.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Hello?
Hello, how are you doing, dear?
All right.
This is Joe Rosenthal, and I'm calling because I was referred to you by somebody that says you make and sell your own furniture, and I'm looking for some homemade, rustic-looking furniture. So I guess I need to talk to Tom or Jack.
Well, you probably will have to talk to Jack. Tom's really hard of hearing. He can't talk on the phone.
Oh.
He can't hear.
Oh, so he's really old and decrepit like me.
Yeah, we're all old and decrepit.
So
it's just, it gives them something to do, and, you gotta have something to do, and,
somebody told me that he makes the most unique, one-of-a-kind pieces.
Yeah, because...
They're almost like artwork.
Because, you see, they just get this wood, and then they just, depending on how the wood is, they just make what they can out of it, None of the stuff there's never two alike of anything, because the wood is rustic,
Yeah.
And, it's,
See, I have an odd request, so I can't just go into a furniture store and buy it. What I need is a trough for my kitchen, because I have about 27 cats, and I need to feed them all at once. I can't feed them one by one, so I want to attach a big trough to the side of the wall, and the cats can just go up there and eat whatever they need, and I don't have to fill it every 5 minutes.
Hey, Mom, I didn't know you're on the phone.
What was all that?
Hello? Oh, this is my son on the phone. He's helping me because I can't see the numbers to dial.
Oh, all right.
Like I said, I'm very
where
old and
where do you live?
I live in Delta, not far from you.
Oh.
Yeah, she needs to get this cat trough.
The cats are always all over the place, and they dig into the bag of food on their own, and they get it all over the floor, so I figure, just dump it all in the trough, and then they eat it, and then, I fill it up every once a month. I buy a big 50-pound bag.
Well, if you're right here in Delta, probably the best thing to do would be talk to them. Do you get out at all? Their shop's down at 247 Dodge.
I would guess I would have to have them come over and take the measurements.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking it needs to be at least 4 feet long, but it needs to be cat high.
Yeah, it needs to be low but long so that many, many cats can eat at the same time.
How are you going to attach it to the wall? Or was it just going to sit there?
Well, I suppose I could just leave it sitting there so I could pick it up and then clean it every once in a while. That might be better.
You're close by where we live?
I live just off of Maine.
Do you think they could install like a hose? Mike could put a little hole in it and spray it out.
Well, I was also thinking about getting like a big trough for water. But that would need to be watertight, so I don't know if wood would work.
They make everything out of wood.
Yeah, so I would have to get something plastic or metal from somewhere.
Maybe they could seal it.
Well, of course, you see, you mainly would have to talk to them.
Could you make it like scratch-proof?
Oh, I didn't even think of that. The cats are gonna scratch the hell out of the wood.
Well, it's rustic stuff anyway, so...
Oh, yeah, it might even make it look good. It makes it look worn.
I wouldn't worry about that part of it. All I could do would be have Tom and Jack come and talk to you about it.
What would be a good time for me to call back and speak to Tom or Jack?
Well, why don't you try to call... Jack's hard of hearing, too, but not like Tom. Why don't you try to reach him on the... Tom just can't talk on the phone, but you can probably talk to Jack on the phone.
Okay, well that'll work.
All right.
Do you think they could make us a squirrel bath? We have a lot of squirrels, too, and they like to get in with the bird bath, but we were thinking about maybe having one hang off a tree to the
well,
to bathe in it.
I don't know. You just have to talk to them.
Okay, we'll give them a call. I can see you getting angry, so I'll let you go.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
She was getting set up at the end. She was ready to hang up on us. But she did give us the other number, so we can call them if you want.
Oh, you wrote it down?
Yeah. That's why I took her off the air.
Great.
I took her off the air so I can write it down.
Oh, man.
Let's give them a call right away. Post-haste. What was her name? We can tell her that she told us to call.
Oh, man. Somebody tell us. I can't remember.
I didn't even catch her name. Somebody in the chat room, if you caught her name, type it in because I can't remember what it was. Okay, let me click over. Okay, we're looking for Jack. I'll start.
Hello?
Hello, how are you doing?
Just a minute, I can't hear you.
Oh, okay. Get that little horn you stick in your ear. My name is Ed.
Hello?
Hello. My name is Ed, and I'm looking for Jack. I was referred to him by someone who says he can make lovely, one-of-a-kind furniture pieces that are so beautiful they're like artwork.
Well, I guess he can. He's asleep right now.
Oh, whoa.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Delta. I live off of Maine, and somebody said that you guys have a shop around the corner from me, and I'm not sure where it is. And what I wanted was...
Sorry, Grandpa, I knew we were calling too late.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's almost 12:30 in the afternoon. What's he doing asleep?
Oh, Grandpa.
What?
All right. Well, he insisted we dial.
Okay.
What?
Who is this?
He's got a touch of the Alzheimer's.
I kind of understand.
I'm sorry, but
Andrew told me to talk to Jack about the cat trough.
About what?
My wife has about, between 27 and 35 Siamese cats.
Yeah, they have a lot of cats.
And we're very old and we can't be feeding them all the time, so I wanted to have built a big trough so we can just fill it and many, many cats can eat at once.
Maybe you'll have to get rid of some of the cats.
Oh, my wife would kill me. You don't know how much I'd love to get rid of some, but she would divorce me, and I'm too old to find someone else now.
Yeah.
Well, I expect that's right, too.
What's that?
I imagine that you're right there, too.
Yeah.
You're a bit too old to get the divorce.
Yeah. We've been together this long, we may as well stick it out to the end.
Yes.
So, when would be a good time for me to call for Jack?
Well, I don't know. He doesn't have a phone down where he works.
Jack he does make furniture though, right?
Yes.
And a cat trough might be something he could make.
Oh, I suppose they could. Just a box.
Do you think he could make it like bite-proof?
Like what?
Bite-proof? The kitties really bite things hard sometimes. And scratch-proof.
Where do you live?
I live off of Maine and Delta, and go ahead, tell him where you live.
Well, I'm down in Boston.
He's talking to me on the three-way.
Oh, I see.
And he dialed for me because he's on the speed dial, but you're not, and I can't see the numbers so good anymore. You know how it is.
Well, I wouldn't go down until Monday anyway, over to his office.
Well, they're not going to be working on Easter, right?
No, I wouldn't think so.
Well, that's a pity. I wanted to give it to my wife as an Easter gift, wake her up and maybe just fill it with Easter grass and eggs. And it'll be a surprise when she comes down in the morning.
Well, I don't believe they can do that because, like I say, he's asleep now and he won't be awake until Easter.
Okay, well, I'll give him a call on Monday.
Okay.
Okay, well, you have a happy Easter.
Yep. Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
God bless the resurrected Jesus and his love of human flesh.
Where you are.
I just love talking about that because it's just so ridiculous. He rose from the dead and he danced around and he just went up to heaven. That is so cool. Jesus was so cool.
King Missile there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's awesome.
Wow, you know King Missile?
Oh yeah, I got a bunch of his stuff.
That's awesome. You're like the only person I would ever talk to that would catch a King Missile reference.
Oh yeah.
Except for like a few of the listeners who listen like every week religiously because I play them. I used to play them a lot.
The little sandwich.
The little sandwich that got a guilt complex.
Martin Scorsese. I don't understand his fascination there with Martin Scorsese.
I think it's basically just about fandom and how psychotic fans can be, and I can identify with that because I'm not big and famous, but I do have psychotic fans.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to let you go because I really do need to pee.
Okay.
Okay, take it easy. Nice talking to you, Mr. Flat.
Good talking.
Okay, bye-bye. I don't know if people want me to call them by their first names or not, and then I don't know if they're going to think I'm rude because I didn't. You know? You got so many douchebags that hang around. Well, this is like one or two douchebags that hang out every once in a while, and so I didn't tell you my funny story. It's about 8:45, and I said, okay, it's almost 9, and I don't have to work tomorrow, so I feel like getting drunk. I haven't gotten drunk on the air in like 3 or 4 months, so I'm gonna go get myself a 12er, and I'm gonna get rip-roaring, pissy-ass, shit-faced drunk on the air tonight. Because I've been listening to a lot of internet radio, and I don't want to name any names, but I've heard a lot of people getting drunk on the air lately. It's like the in thing. Like if you have no content for your show, just get drunk and expect funny things to happen. But everybody, almost without exception, that I've been listening to has been getting drunk and then realizing that it's not so easy to run your program when you're drunk. It's not so easy to even keep a train of thought when you're drunk, which in and of itself is quite amusing. But I was thinking, you know, when I stopped drinking beer on the air, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to prove that I don't need to be drunk to do a good program. And I did. And then I'm thinking, well, I want to prove, since I heard everybody else fail at it, I want to prove that I can do a show drunk and do it well. So I wanted to get drunk tonight. So I left at like 8:45, and I'm driving down the road right in front of Dave Koontz's house. The engine dies. I ran out of gas. And I just made it onto the side of the road. And the Gandhi Mart, where I was going to buy the weed, is only like 100 feet. It would only take me like 5 minutes to walk there. And then I start walking, I'm like, I have the gas cans in my hand because luckily I have empty gas cans that I keep in the car. They're full now because I learned my lesson. I have gas cans in the car, but they're always fucking empty. So now they're full. But, you know, I'm not going to walk up to the Gandhi Mart with the gas cans and then go buy a case of beer and then walk to the gas station to go get the gas with, like, beer and cans of gas. You know what I said before? The cops are totally going to see me and say, he's drunk and he's out to set something on fire. He's got gasoline, he's smoking a cigarette and carrying a 12er, he's looking for trouble. So, instead of going to the liquor store, I just took my gas cans and I went straight to the gas station, and by the time I got back to the car, it was like 9:20, so it's too late for me to get my beer, because we're in Connecticut and they don't sell liquor after 9 o'clock, because the separation of church and state is all but disregarded in this state. Well, that pertains more to Sunday. That doesn't pertain to the 9 o'clock thing, but... And I said, well, I could always drive to New York and get it, because they can sell liquor till like 3 in the morning. But then it would have taken me at least an hour to get there and back. And I'm not so much of an alcoholic that I need to drive an hour to go get myself some beer and end up doing the show late. So I just came back and I took a couple shots, and I packed the bowl, but I never ended up smoking it. I tried to take one hit, but I packed it too tight, I think. I'm not getting a clean hit off it. I love this little bowl. Little bong. Who was this? I would be real happy if this was Ted. Just so he would just call in and say hello. KDK's Lunatic Fringe, you're on the air.
Hey, what's up, Dave?
Rebel!
Yeah, what's up?
How you been, man?
Good, man.
What's the matter? You sound down.
I'm just tired, dude.
What time is it where you are?
It's like 9:30, but I've had a long week.
Yeah.
It's just getting longer and longer.
I totally don't understand your life. See, are you in a regular high school?
No, I'm in college, man.
Oh, are you in a regular college?
I'm at a community college.
Uh-huh. And you're constantly traveling for the debate team.
Yeah.
I'm sort of surprised that they have a debate team for a college. Can I ask you what college?
It's Mount San Antonio College. It's the #1 community college in forensics. I think it's number...
Oh, is that what you're going to school for forensic science?
No. I'm actually probably going to do English or engineering. I'm not really sure.
Engineering is good. That's always, that's a safe job, good money.
Yeah.
Well, it's not, I guess it's not a safe job, but it's an easily marketable skill.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where all the engineers going? India.
No, that's where like the phone operators and tech support people are going. I've seen all the reports, and you don't give me your bullshit spin on it. I've seen there's more better jobs, and all the shit jobs are going overseas. The shit jobs that pay shit and people can hardly even live on anyway.
Yeah, telemarketing.
So there's more room for like good
actually,
programming jobs and stuff.
A lot of the engineering jobs and computer jobs are going overseas. And what's happening is the United States is waiting for something like sort of like a kickback, because it's like we're going to India and we're giving all these jobs over there, but if they don't open up their markets, then we don't get a kickback.
Yeah.
Jobs in the United.
I don't know. I just saw a report on CNN the other day, and perhaps it was Republican propaganda. Oh, we just lost Rebel. Rebel's just hung up on me. I said Republican propaganda, and he just hung right up. He must be fiercely, devoutly Republican. He was just easily offended.
But no, I was serious. I was reading a paper. Engineering was one of the things they were saying that was going over to India and Bangladesh.
There are certain jobs that will always be in the United States when it's an American company, because it's hard to communicate with foreigners.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, I know. I think we've all been there. How dare you hang up on me? Hello? Did we lose him again? Rebel? Oh, I can't hear you at all, man. Give it a try again. First he hangs up on me, then he calls back and I can't hear him. What kind of shit is this? Inflections says rub it into it. Let me see what people are saying. I was talking to the room about Monica getting Clinton impeached and paving the way for this nightmare of Republicanism. Well, that was a failed plot to attack his integrity, and the Republicans found out that the American people really don't care about other people's bedroom behavior, and I thought more Americans were offended at the way the Republicans are trying to make them look bad. Apparently I was wrong, because we got a douchebag Republican in the office right now. Why do you keep hanging up on me?
I don't know.
And then you called back and I couldn't hear you. Could you hear me when you called back?
I sort of heard you, and then it started breaking up.
You're on ghetto phone.
I'm on cell phone.
Hello, ghetto.
The fucking ghetto phone.
You're on a welfare phone.
No, your parents are loaded. You probably got, like, a booty phone.
No, man. No.
Yeah, your parents are loaded. I know.
You didn't get the reference.
They own the 7-Eleven. I know that's good money. What's that?
You didn't get the reference. That was from the Billy call.
What reference?
What?
I said you're on the ghetto phone.
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't get that. That slid right by me. Oh my God, I almost missed that.
Hello, it's Booty calling.
Peter, I'm holding iced tea. What was it? I'm holding lemonade.
No, it's big meat. You mixed the big meat today, Peter. Wait. Did you just say big meat?
Oh my God, I guess I almost missed that. Okay, Rebel. Can you dial somebody where you are?
Yeah.
You're in Texas?
I'm in California. But I have like nationwide.
I'm thinking San Antonio, Texas. Is there San Antonio, California? Or am I just geographically challenged?
Yeah, no, it's actually, there's this like mountain that's called that.
Oh, I'm just retarded. Yeah. I've often admitted I know nothing about geography. I admitted last week I couldn't find Kansas on a map. Could you find Kansas on a map?
Yeah, I could.
America.
Kansas is in the middle?
Yep.
No, you're just saying that because it's flat. No, okay, what does it border? Let me guess. Louisiana, Alabama, Kentucky?
Oklahoma.
That would have been one of my guesses.
South Dakota, Iowa, something like that.
What did you say? The Tropic of Iowa?
No, man, the Tropic of Iowa.
I don't know what the hell that was there. I don't know where I got Tropic of Iowa from. Tropic of Cancer.
Are you drunk already?
No, I had like 3 shots, and I haven't. I'm completely sober from weed now because it's been like 3 hours since I smoked. Well, like 2 hours since I smoked. And I had like 3 shots, but I've done them like once an hour, so I'm really not getting liquored up. You know? Because I drank one at the 10 o'clock, one at the 11 o'clock, one at the 12 o'clock, so... What is it? Athena's Armlet? Okay, let's see who we can call here. I'm going to look through the rest of Jim's ideas, okay?
Okay.
Did you say you can or you can't call people?
I can.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, I'm looking for some numbers.
Okay, that would be cool because it's early in California.
Yeah, it's like 9:30.
I have one here for somebody named Epte, and again, I spoke of World Records for having the shortest name on record. And that's in Rhode Island, so it's like hella late. A guy with over 1,000 Disney tattoos in Pennsylvania.
It might be good.
Just call up and just keep saying, "What the hell is wrong with you? How are you gonna explain this to God?
Hello, I'm calling from India. You are the big superhero.
You show up in heaven with all this Mickey Mouse all over you. Won't you feel silly?"
To Taj Mahal and give lecture to us.
Yeah, think about that if you're religious. How are you going to explain your skull tattoo on your ass to God?
Mickey Mouse is big hero, big hero.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse. Okay, you want to call this guy with the Disney tattoos? We'll give it a try.
Okay, give me the number.
No, I can do this one.
Oh, okay.
You keep looking for California numbers because it's early there.
Yeah.
Businesses are still open there too.
Yeah.
Okay. So while you do that, let me click over. Who's going to do this call, by the way? You want to or you want me to?
I can do it.
Okay, you start and I'll pick up. I'll rub it and then do it. I often think the other social crime talk jockeys don't like me. I don't know why. I do sort of have an abrasive personality, don't I?
Send. Please enter your destination number.
People get easily offended, take life too seriously.
40 minutes.
Poor name Jeb will be mad at me for saying their show sucked. But it was the first time, so... My first show sucked. Not that bad, but it did. You there?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many listeners did we have in our first show?
Our first show, we probably had like 4 listeners. Maybe 7.
No, it didn't even break up 1 to 3.
Hello, you have reached Magic and Illusion. So when I aren't home right now, if you'd like to leave a message, we'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you're calling about Disney,
tell them you want every Pokemon figure on your body somewhere.
You can also call back later on. Thank you.
Hello, I was told you have the X-Men on your body, and I wanted to see it because I am in love with the X-Men in Marvel Comics. I have every comic, every single comic, and we actually are. I'm from a magazine, and I wanted to do an article on you, and it to write a story. So hopefully I can phone you because Indian American connection phone is bad. So I tried very hard to get through. Finally I get through. You're not here. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to call you back and maybe hook something up. Maybe you can get ticket and I can come and you can rub it into it and then we can see what we can do. Okay. So I'm going to try later and I hope you do good and okay, X-Men forever, my friend. Goodbye.
It wasn't X-Men, it was Disney.
I know, just making sure.
Oh, okay.
Like X-Men,
What's that?
We gotta get X-Men cover.
What's his name? It's John Christopher?
No, John Mercado, something like that.
Jeez,
Next time I see him...
You know what? I got a perfect.
Who what?
I see the roster sheet.
Yeah.
Sign in the roster sheet that he's on.
Oh, there you go. So next time you're at work, you can look it up and... He wants to call this, like, weird, freaky, creepy gay guy who always flirts with us.
Oh,
and
I know a gay guy you can hit on.
You ever see somebody where you can just look into their eyes and tell that they're crazy? I talk about it on the air. I call it the crazy eyes.
That's my teammate.
He's got total crazy... No, I mean, like, for real, like, unbalanced and disturbing. Not like somebody who's just a little off. This guy's, like, really weird looking. And he's got, like... He doesn't still have the bumpy skin, does he? He used to have, like, really bumpy skin. Not like zits, but, like, bumpy like Manuel Noriega, like a pineapple.
though.
Yeah, he's got scars from it. He had like some sort of weird outbreak, and it wasn't zits, but it was like face bumps. You know, I didn't see.
I got a question.
Yeah.
What's the best way to get rid of someone who's annoying the hell out of you, but like you don't want to really hurt their feelings?
Where?
You know? Just like in your day-to-day life.
I mean, in person, online, on the phone, or what?
Yeah, in person.
Now, is this a girl who has a crush on you?
Yeah, but like, she's also my debate partner, and like, nobody on my team debates, so I had to go get this debate partner from this random school, and now it's like, it's becoming annoying because we get calls at like 11 o'clock at night, and I want to go to sleep.
Well, the best way is always honesty. You know, if she calls you at 11 o'clock and say, it's very late and I have a lot to do tomorrow, I can't talk now, and please don't call me this late at night. You know, you can be polite, and you don't want to be too polite because you don't want to make it seem like it's a light that you call late. You know? Yeah. But
I have to spend like this whole week with her.
Is she somebody who has a crush on you, or is she just a weird person?
No, it's like that, but it's also like she's psycho.
Well, how old are you? What are you, 19?
I'm 18.
18? Well, she's probably around the same age, right? 18, 19? 20? 20 is nearing stable years for a woman.
Mm-hmm.
I would say stable years for a woman begin around 22, maybe. Maybe a little later. But between the ages of 16 and 22, females are completely out of control with hormones out of balance, and they're just emotional wrecks. You're going to find that with just about every woman you know.
Yep.
Even teenage guys are just nutcases until they get a little older. Most.
Hey, have you guys watched the Dave Chappelle show?
Yeah, he kicks ass.
We should do a call where we.
I called him one night.
Like the Little John skit.
Little John.
Say what?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, actually, I didn't think it was that funny when he did it, so I don't think it'll be any funnier when we do it.
No, it's really funny. It's like I did it this morning. They're like, what the?
It was mildly. Oh, you can do it? Okay, do your Little John.
Okay. What? Yeah.
Okay.
And then I could do
we could do that another night because it's getting late. We got like 15 minutes left here. I don't want to run late because there's hardly anybody listening tonight anyway.
I got some numbers if you want to try them.
Well, did you found some California numbers?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Shoot. What you got?
This guy's name is Artie. I used to go to school with him. He's just like this crazy white guy.
Okay, well, just go ahead. If it's somebody you know, then you already know the info, so you got something to work from.
So I'll dial him and do whatever.
Well, you're going to talk, right? Or is he going to know your voice?
I think he might know, so.
So, you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Then I guess I'm going to need to know the information about him. Okay, go ahead. What's his name?
His name's Artie.
Artie, okay.
Okay,
describe what he looks like. Quickly.
He's like maybe like 5'8", spiky hair. When I knew him, he had spiky hair. He's just like an all-American white boy.
Is he thin, blonde, brown?
Yeah, he's thin.
Is he like a wigger?
No, man. He's just
clean cut.
Like a surfer dude, you know.
Oh, that's cool.
Like a skater, yeah.
Is he gay?
No. I can get you somebody. I can call somebody who's gay if you want.
No, you will not.
No, you will not. I better not.
But he can rap it and do it for you.
Okay, I think we'll stick with Artie.
Okay, here we go. 1 second.
Okay. Can he do that? Can he dial without clicking over? I had to pull the phone away so people wouldn't hear the tones. And they probably heard them in the background anyway.
Are you serious? Like they're really gonna track down the tones?
Pindar's out there. Pindar's made it his life's mission to bother me. He thinks that I go on Yahoo like every day under like different names, and he thinks that like everybody in the chat room that he doesn't know for sure is like me or somebody he doesn't like. Did we lose Rebel again?
Otherwise, please hold for an operator.
Oh, I thought we lost you.
Okay, that didn't work. 1 second. Alright, let me find another number here. You want to talk to the gay guy?
Sure, whatever.
His name is Alex.
Alex?
Alex.
Is he a closet case or is he out?
He's classic.
He's a closet case? So he may not be gay.
Big old queen. I don't know what classic is, I guess. He's just a big old queen.
Oh, okay. But he's not out?
What do you mean, out?
Does he tell people he's gay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, alright. Let me see.
It would have been funner if he wasn't, because I could pick on him and he'd get all paranoid. How do you have that much space in your inventory? Because I only have like 5 slots for shit.
Because I sell a lot of shit off.
Yeah, I don't want to throw out the diorama elements because I'll need those, so.
No, I don't throw any of that stuff out. I throw out, like, all the stones and shit like that.
But those are diorama. Oh, you mean like the items?
Yeah.
The weapon items?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you need those to beat, like, certain levels.
No, you only need them for the medals.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the medals.
What's going on over there?
Hello?
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 Somebody just called me.
Oh my god! You sound so much cuter on the phone.
Who's this?
I don't think you know me. My name is Maurice.
Maurice?
I just know you from around.
Okay.
And I thought you were very attractive. And I'm a very shy person. I'm very attractive myself, but I'm very shy, and I'm in the closet, so I could never, like, come up to you and tell you who I was and how I felt. And I always admired that about you, that you were so upfront, and you tell people I'm here and I'm queer and I'm proud of it. You know what I mean? Who is that in the background? Tell that bastard to shut up when I'm sorry.
So where have you seen him before?
School. See, I don't want to be too specific because I want to talk to you a little more before I tell you who I am. That way, if you say no and you're not interested, then I don't have to be embarrassed every time I see you. You know what I mean?
You see me often, then?
We used to have a class together. Well, maybe more than one, but I don't want to say any more than that. And I thought I had caught you checking me out before because I had dropped a pen one day, and I bent down and I picked it up. I looked through my legs, you know, while I was down there, and I saw you behind me checking me out. So I thought maybe, you know, maybe, you know. Who is,
getting my number?
Is that the TV, or is that somebody talking to you, or what? What's going on over there?
That's my friend on the phone.
A boyfriend?
No, it's just a friend.
What did he say about a gay guy? Is he talking about me?
No, he's talking on the phone with a friend of his.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm very paranoid. You know what it's like.
Yeah.
When did you come out?
I was 16.
Oh, I admire that.
How old are you?
I'm 18, but I know if I came out of the closet, my parents would totally disown me, and they wouldn't want, you know, they'd cut me out of the will, and I'd never get the trust fund. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so you go to my school?
Yeah. I've even spoken to you before.
You haven't?
No, I've spoken to you before. Never like anything in depth or something, but in passing, you know. And I guess you haven't recognized my voice yet, which is a good thing, I guess.
How did you get my number?
A mutual friend. And he asked me not to say who he was anyway.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, so you may know who it is.
I probably know who it is.
You probably do know who it is, but I'm not supposed to say who it you know. Just like if you gave me a number and asked me not to tell, I wouldn't tell. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, understandable. So what's up?
Well, I don't know. I was thinking maybe we could get together for coffee, or I don't know, go out for lunch sometime or something.
I'm up for that. I just want to know who you are. So I'm going to do that. You know, I don't want to go in blindly.
You need Can I give you my initials?
I don't know if that'll help. Do I know the name?
Well, my initials are KDK.
Or what?
My first initial is K, and my last initial is K, and my middle name is D.
Your first name starts with a what?
A K.
A K?
Yeah.
Your last name starts with a D?
No, with a K. My middle name starts with a D, so sometimes they call me KDK. That's a good hint.
KDK.
Uh-huh.
I would have no... I probably... You know, you could tell me who you are, and I probably wouldn't remember. I have a really bad memory.
Okay, it's Kevin Cronenberg. See,
no idea who that is.
See, that doesn't even help.
I have no idea who that is.
But, well, maybe we can just meet somewhere, maybe not even for coffee, just meet so,
What's
you know...
the class I've had with you?
What'd you say? No, I'm sorry, my friend was just talking to me over here. No, I'm done smoking. Put it away, please. We were in... This is so embarrassing. My heart is pounding, and I'm sweating, and I'm so nervous, and I don't know why. I don't have the kind of courage you do. You know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't believe I told you my name.
What
You're not going to out me or anything or tell anybody.
No, I wouldn't do that.
A lot of people say...
Yeah, I already forgot your last name already. All I know is Kevin.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Something.
You know what? Maybe I can talk to you online and I'll send you pictures, and then maybe you want to meet, because I'm very cute, and you're cute yourself, and we would make the cutest couple.
Well, what's the class that I had you in?
It was a mathematics class. That's what I'll say.
How long ago was it?
Within the past 2 years.
Oh shit, that's a long time. I've been at that for 5 years. Within the past year, I guess.
Within the past year.
Okay, I still have no idea.
Okay.
It had to have been 71. Was it over the summer?
I transferred in late last year, so I was only there for half of the school year.
Was it in the summer or the year?
It was during the year.
Okay, not summer. So it was probably Math 51.
So why don't I just get your screen name and I'll send you some. I'll send you the link to my site where you can look at my personal pictures. And
well, I'm online right now. Just tell me the link.
Okay, it's KDK Prank Calls.
Hold on. What is it? www.what?
KDK, you know, like my initials.
Okay.
Prank Calls.
Dave. Dave.
Hey.
I switched you off. If you say prank calls, he's gonna know it's me.
Oh, you hung up on him?
No, he's on the line.
Hello?
Prank calls, yeah.
Well, hang up on him now because he's gonna harp on me until I give it to him.
No, I'll switch you back.
Okay.
Oh wait, he hung up. No, I just wanted to save my ass real quick.
What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? He's just some gay guy.
I'm just saying, my whole team knows.
If he went to the site, he would have liked it probably, because he'd see it's like gay prank calls. Well, not gay prank calls, but you know what I mean. Prank calls done by bisexual men. What?
I'll call him back if you want.
No, that's cool, because it's almost 1 and I gotta wrap up the program.
Okay.
This roller coaster is over.
I think he was in love with you personally.
Keep your arms and legs inside of the car at all times. Okay, Rebel, it's great talking to you.
Alright.
Hopefully I'll talk to you again soon. And good luck. I understand you're going out for the Nationals for your debate club.
Yeah.
So everybody will be praying for you and rooting for you to kick everybody's ass.
And thanks for your overwhelming support, everybody in KDK.
And do us proud. And call back and give us an update. When is the big meet?
It's like Monday through...
Oh my God, did I just say big meet?
So Saturday night I'll try to give a call and see you.
When is the meet?
It's Monday through Friday.
It's all week long?
Yeah.
Because it's like a tournament.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So hopefully we'll get the update next week.
Alright, thanks.
Good luck, man. Bye-bye. And that was Silent Warrior Rebel. He goes by many names, like many of us. Oh, boy. It's been one of those nights. It seems like I've only been on the air for like a half hour tonight. It doesn't seem like this amount of time has gone by. Let's see who this is. KDK's Lunatic Fringe, you're on the air.
Oh. Alright. What's that supposed to mean?
Josh?
Yeah.
How you doing, man? I was confused by the name on the phone. I was like, I don't recognize that name.
Can I call you right back with my phone card?
Sure.
Alright.
Bye. Josh wants to call in, but he forgot to use the phone card. And this is how giving I am. I give, and I give, and I give, and I'm going to keep the show on late just so I can talk to my buddy Josh. And everybody's like, thank you, Josh, for calling. Or, fuck you, Josh, why did you call? Now it's going to go on forever. I wanted to go to bed, damn it. I got to hunt for Easter eggs tomorrow. We still got to take movies of your grandparents searching for Easter eggs. Okay, that's better. Now that looks familiar.
Alright.
Yeah, now I recognize the name on the phone.
It sounded like you were closing the show out, so I thought I'd say Happy Easter.
Okay. Oh, I was thinking you were Josh. This is Raw Milk. How are you doing, man?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm a little out of it.
It's okay. I'm a little sleepy.
Yeah. Well, it was good to hear from you. But I'm going to have to let you go because Josh is trying to call in, and
okay, sure.
I don't want to extend the program any longer.
Okay, bye.
Wait, don't be mad at me.
Huh?
You sound like you're mad. You're like, well, fine, whatever.
No, you're in a hurry, so I didn't want to keep you longer.
Okay.
All right?
It was great hearing from you, and I'll talk to you during the week.
Okay, have a good night.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. I'm sorry I got to rush you off the phone, but I want Josh to be able to call right back, and I don't want the program to be on until 2 in the morning. By the way, if you're listening to us on Social Crime, and apparently you are because that's the only station we're on tonight, we're not on our sister station, Prank Call Underground. If you're listening on Social Crime, don't worry when it goes to 1 o'clock because we end the show whenever we're done doing what we're doing. So we have permission from Pegs to run till whenever the hell we want.
Because we are KDK.
Well, that's something to go off. You know, the automation would get more listeners. Why don't you just go off? Actually, just in general, the listenership has been down for Social Crime over the past week because of the holidays. You know, people out of town and busy doing stuff with their families, and a lot of people are off from work. Well, no, a lot of people listen to, like, the automation during the day at work. Of course, Prank Call Underground numbers have been pretty steady and normal. You know what it is? There's not enough material in the rotation. But I'm helping them work on that. I hooked them up with Atlantic Dimensions and College Sucks, which that alone is like 10 hours of material. Add that to my 10 hours of material. Actually, Zach is probably 10 hours by himself, and then I'm 10 hours, and AD is a couple hours. Well, the first time he called, I thought it was Josh. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was Ryan both times. You know what I mean? Or Raw Milk. You know what I mean? No, I think it was Josh. Because he was doing like the Josh voice. He was doing like the Chuck voice. I think. Unless I'm that out of it. I thought it was Josh doing the Chuck voice. Let me see what people have to say. Call the distributor of X-Men as Jill and tell them to stop encouraging kids to get sex changes. Oh, because they were X-Men, get it? They were formerly men.
Who's calling? Press 1. Call from
James.
Now connecting. Go ahead, please.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fabulous. How are you doing tonight?
Very good. I just tried to call. Who was that?
That was Ryan calling in. He wanted to say goodbye before. He wanted to say goodnight before I ended the program. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello?
Keith is proving a point that the liquor is flammable. Go ahead, it'll work.
No, it's not.
It did before.
It should, yeah. There's no reason why I say it.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get in for the last hour, but people are calling in.
Well, it's a good night.
It takes forever for the phone cards. I gotta dial everything up.
Yeah, tell me about it. I know all about dialing phone cards.
Yep.
It's been a good night because there's not really a whole lot of people listening and not that many people in the chat room, but a lot of people calling, and I'm lucky for that, I guess.
I got a number.
It's a good show tonight because it's all the regulars who are listening, like all the Fairweather friends. They're off doing their family things. And what were you saying? You got a couple numbers?
I got one here, but it's that Aaron Donahue. I gotta get him.
Aaron Donahue is the guy who is rude to you because he thinks the sun shines out of his ass.
He's the Luciferian.
Oh, yeah, he's the guy who created his own religion.
He's gonna be in a movie with that lady from The Matrix. The one who played the,
You really believe that?
No, he is. Saw an article
You really believe that?
Yeah, he is.
an article? Was it written in crayon? On construction paper?
It's on Internet Movie Database, too.
Oh, okay, well, then I guess I gotta believe it. Well, you're sure it's not like a different Aaron Donahue?
No, it's got his picture and everything.
So this guy is famous for, like, starting his own wacky religion?
He's like a remote viewer. He can, like, see things that, like, are happening miles away, you know.
You know that's just a bunch of shit, right?
He was on some, like, History Channel show.
Call him up and... You see that remote viewer? Just a bunch of bullshit.
I just hate him.
Remote bullshit. Well, you hate him? Okay, you're gonna do it. You can be as mean and nasty as you want to be.
I will.
Okay, so let me mute you, and then I'll get the number. Where's the mute button? Okay. Well, I better play something rather than just go to dead air. Fuck it. Nobody's listening anyway. Okay, do you know what state he's in?
California.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me click over, and we'll go, how do you find this picture? On People Pages? Or
the picture?
I mean, the number.
Oh, yeah, Richie got it for me.
Okay, hang on, I'll be right back. I see something green, something yellow, red, blue, purple. I see red glow. Yeah, what do you mean? Hello, boys.
I want to get an answering machine.
Yeah.
They don't have to. Pick up, I know.
I'm over here taking a dump on your picture from the IMDb. I want to see if you can remote view this motherfucker. Ah, well. Well, we gave it a try.
You got any numbers you want to call?
Actually, I'm kind of beat. I want to wrap it up. Not because I want to get you off the phone, but I'm done.
I see how it is. Been listening for over a year, and this is how you treat your loyal...
Okay, do you want to...
Okay, blackout.
Would it make you feel better?
Oh, I'm kidding.
No, we can do a couple.
I'm kidding.
No, it's okay.
Oh, I'm kidding. If you want to leave, you can.
Well, you called in and you've been waiting, so we may as well do a couple.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see what we got. I think I used all of Jim's numbers.
You can just do like a local one if you want.
Yeah, it's really hard to get a local one that works this time of night, though. The only person who sent in numbers tonight was Jim, because Nia was having computer problems, I guess.
Her house burned down.
Yeah, she was saying that last week. All she has is a laptop because the house burned down, and they've been staying in motels. It's sort of cool to stay in motels when you're a kid, though. That is not right. We're not talking about Hellbringer here. We're talking about Neo. But that's the second time that's happened, because didn't Gabe X's house burn down?
Something like that in California.
Yeah. Gabe's house was lost in the California wildfires. Yeah, you remember when they had the wildfires last summer? Yeah, his house was one of the ones to go. Okay, let me click over and I'll try random. And you gonna do it? And I'll do backup?
Okay.
Okay. Have Josh called Jennifer?
Jennifer.
Hello?
Yeah. Hello?
No, I was talking to the person on the phone. It just stopped ringing and they never said hello or anything. Looks like they're one of the assholes that just picked up and hung up.
Who's Jennifer?
Monkey says, call Jennifer. You know Jennifer?
No.
Aaron's sister?
Oh, it's a sister?
We got an update here. Let's call Tom and Krista, the Pagan Institute people. You want to call them again?
Or we can try it.
Oh, it's just gonna be a. Yeah, let's try sister because this is just gonna be a message.
Crazy.
She what?
She's crazy. We talked to her and she was in this chat room once.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She was in what chat room?
The Ghostly Talk.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a fan of the paranormal too.
Well, she was on the show that once. That's when I called in.
Oh, she was on the show?
The week after, yeah.
Oh, because she's seen ghosts.
No, she's Aaron Donahue's brother, so she was on with him on Ghostly Talk.
Oh, okay.
So
see, I'm confused.
That's why we called in the next week to...
See, I'm confused because he says Aaron's sister, and I'm thinking, you mean Aaron Ritchie's brother?
No, yeah.
Aaron Donahue, I got you. Oh, well that... You know, relationships are so confusing nowadays, you know? I always assumed they were, blood brothers.
Yeah.
Oof! Okay, so you must have that number?
I don't have it. Does he have it or something?
Okay, Monkey Richie, if you have that number, he must think that you have it.
I don't have it.
Okay, well, I'm always up for a crazy person. In the meantime, I'll try another random number.
Okay. He said he's gotten, death threats.
Yeah, from people like Pindar. Cuckoo. So what's Pindar been up to lately?
I don't know. You were in there last night.
I was?
Yep.
No, I wasn't.
Richie told me you were. M39 New England?
He said that to me, kidding around, and, well, I thought he was kidding around. I haven't used Yahoo in, a month, except for one time where me, Keith, and Kevin all went on for, a half hour, and we did the thing tricking people to do the 555.
You should go back on. It's fun.
I uninstalled everything.
Just reinstall it.
No, it's too much of a pain in the ass.
You don't even need to install it. Just go to http whatever chat.yahoo.com.
I'm not even going to bother.
You better bother with it.
There's so much shit I got to do for the website and for the show and everything. I'm not going to be hanging out in fucking Yahoo chats for hours on end. I don't know how or why you guys do it, but...
Because of the Muon Man.
Doesn't it get old?
No, it's fun.
I got bored with it after a half hour.
He's crazy. Someone will disagree with him and he'll just go on a rant for an hour.
Yeah.
So it's hilarious.
I stopped picking on him because I sort of like Pindar because I picture him as like me when I'm his age. Only hopefully I won't be so angry and bitter or insane. But he does have a good sense of humor for an old guy because he likes doing the 555 thing,
Yeah.
That's kind of sprightly for an old person to be thinking that's funny, Sprightly.
I think he's all talk. He's not some... I don't know.
No, he's not all talk. He's just completely insane. You guys take things that he says seriously, and everybody else figured out on day one that anything he says is just crazy talk.
He was giving out all your information the other night.
And that's another problem I have with you guys. When he does that, why are you not reporting him?
What am I supposed to do?
There's a report button right in the Yahoo chat window. When you see him giving out my phone number...
It doesn't work. I've tried it anyway.
Well, everyone try it. It's got to work for... Somebody's got to be smart enough to get it to work.
They just put it there so they can have some kind of something to back them up when people go on and say, oh, you're not doing something about this person.
I'm going to call them up. I'm going to cut and paste what happens in that chat room. Well, no, I'm not. You know what? It's not even worth my time.
I always tell him, that KDK guy never did anything to you.
Does Richie really think I was in the chat room last night?
I guess so.
I totally wouldn't even use Yahoo without, at least telling someone.
Because, the person that was, male 39 New England, so we thought it could have been you, because he was Pindar is just a fool, he waits.
You guys are as bad as Pindar. You think everybody in the chat room is me. Seriously, I have not used...
The person referred to me as Josh, and only a few people know my name under that name.
Well, then it's probably Ray posing as me. But seriously, I haven't used Yahoo in a month, except for that one time that me, Keith, and Kevin were in there for a half hour, and then I uninstalled everything, and I'm not going to put it back on, because I don't like Yahoo. Every time I go in there, some jerk-off is just making retarded sounds just to be an asshole, and some asshole wants to play his horrible music that he thinks is the bomb. If I want to hang out and talk with people, I hang out in the Ventrilo chat. So if people want to catch me during the week sometime, you might catch me in the Ventrilo chat room at socialcrime.com. That's a good place to hang out, because if people give me shit, then I can boot, ban, kick, mute, whatever. So it's better that way. And I can password protect my room so, people can't get in there anyway. Well, Josh, I'm going to let you go.
Okay.
Okay, take it easy, man. You gonna call in next week?
Yeah, I'll try to.
Okay, I'll talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And that was Josh. You want to be my eyewitness, even though I never lie about, like, something so stupid. He says that to me. Monkey Richard's like IMing me. He's like, you were funny on Yahoo last night or something. And then he types LOL. I was like, oh, okay, he's joking that I was hanging out in there because Pinder always thinks everybody in there is me.
But no, he was not in there last night.
I don't do chat rooms. I don't use AOL. I used to use like AOL chat rooms to like fuck with people and send people on fake hookups and to do real hookups. But I don't even do that anymore. I just...
I find fun in it every once in a while. Still.
The Yahoo ones?
Well, I'm talking about the AOL. Well, Yahoo ones, too. Actually, I was doing
Yahoo ones are infinitely more annoying because the douchebags just like, you know, just being an asshole on purpose. If somebody's being an asshole on text, it's not as annoying as some guy just sitting there going, ah! Ah!
Or like you said,
that sounded remarkably...
earlier, like playing his shitty music that he thinks
Yeah, yeah.
Like, quit playing your games with my heart.
Yeah. Or the Mickey Mouse song that Pinder always used to play. What in there is good for me?
I don't know. What do you like?
I don't know. There's like so much I don't know what to pick. Can I open up this one? I want a I don't know. What do I want? Twix or Snickers? What do you like?
You're a grown man. You can make up your own mind.
That's what I always say to you. You can't make up your mind about anything. I'll have a Twix. That's good.
No, it's not that I can't make up my mind. It's usually I just don't care.
Are they good? No, those.
Oh, yes.
Good, because I bought like 2 bags of those. I bought so much shit. Okay, well, everybody, thank you all for listening. That about wraps it up for the program. We ran a little over. We generally run a little over here every week, so that's no big deal. I'm just seeing how many people are listening. If it said 60, I might decide to go on, but alas, it is but... Actually, it's not refreshing for me. It is 27 people. There's more people listening now than there have been all night. Well, no, because we were up to the 30s at one point. But anyway, all good things must come to an end. And I'm very proud. I think it's been a very good program tonight. I kept it moving pretty well. We did some interesting calls, and I played some interesting things. And it totally didn't seem like 3 hours to me. Hopefully it didn't to you either. Thank you all for listening. Don't forget to tune in to the Social Crime Internet Talk Radio. I'm trying to think of the programs that are on the schedule. Tomorrow, you can listen to the Social Crime Syndicate at 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here in Social Crime. And until that, I don't believe there's another program on until Tuesday. If you want to check out the Ventrilla Room, we have our own KDK prank calls room on the Ventrilo server at socialcrime.com. So you can go in there and meet with the other lunatics, and it's a good way to do free phone calls. Because if you got a headset, just go in there and talk with each other. It's a cool thing. Of course, don't forget to keep visiting the websites of the Prank Call Underground, AtlanticDimensions.com, ComedyThinkTank.com, and, of course, my own website, KDKPrankCalls.com. You know, the site was down for a couple hours this morning. I went and I looked, and it says page not available or whatever, 404 in progress. And I'm like, oh great, don't tell me somebody's trying to fuck with my FTP. Then I opened up the FTP and I looked and saw that everything was there, and I figured, okay, well, they're just having a problem with the server, or they're defragging the hard drive or something. And it doesn't really matter, because by the time I got home from work, it was working again, so yay. The hits for yesterday were abnormally high, because the way the web reports go is they update your hits twice a day at noon and midnight. So the one that you find after noon is for the first half of the day before, and I haven't checked it for after midnight, but for up until noon yesterday we had 210 hits, which is a lot for half a day. So I'm thinking maybe like some big site posted a link to a file on the site and it was like being downloaded so much. But it would take an awful lot to crash that site that way. An awful, awful lot. So it's probably just server problems. But the hits were higher than normal. That's what surprised me, because the site's down, but the hits are up. Well, when I look tomorrow at the hits for today, I'll see that they were down because the site wasn't working. Anyway, I'm rambling. So let me get out of here. Let me find my outro before I go to it. Like last week. I like ended the program and I said what I needed to say and then I'm done and I'm like, shit, I can't find my outro. Whatever will I do? Okay. Anyway, don't forget to tune in again next week, of course. KDK's Lunatic Fringe happens every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Social Crime Internet Talk Radio Network, also on the Prank Call Underground Network, and there's no site for PCU yet, but you can go to Shoutcast and type in comedy, and you'll find it, usually in the top 10, because it's cool like that. Anyway, thank you all for listening. I love you all. Stay beautiful. Short and sweet.
We got to close it out. That's it for tonight. Be back again tomorrow night. Red-eyed and bushy-tailed, 'cause I can tell you tomorrow, baby.
I move your picture.
I move your picture.
From my wall.
From my wall. From my wall.
And I replace them.
Both large and I replace them.
Both large and small.
Both large and small. Yeah, man.
And each new day.
Each new day. Each and everyone.
Finds me so blue.
So find me so blue. So blue.
Nothing takes the place of you.
Just remember, nothing takes the place of nothing can ever take the place of you, baby.
I read your letters.
I read your letters. Each and every one.
One by one.
One by one. By one.
And I still love you.
And I still love you, baby. Baby, I still love you.
When it's all said and done.
When it's all said and done, I still love you.
Oh, my darling.
Oh, my darling. Second time.
I'm so blue.
I'm so blue. Because nothing. Because nothing.
Because nothing.
Nothing.
Oh,
nothing. They feel as quiet as you'll be gathered.
I write this letter.
I write this letter. It's raining.
On my window pane.
As the movie finger writes. What the hell it says until tomorrow. You know, he's not even listening to the lyrics anymore. I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you too. As each teardrop glistens on my head.
Without you.
What the hell was that one?
Nothing seems the same.
Without the animal, nothing's the same. Nothing's the
So
same.
I'll wait.
And I'll wait.
Until you're home.
Until you're home.
Again, I love you.
Again. Like I said before, I love you.
But I'm all alone.
But I'm all alone. I'm all alone till I see you again tomorrow night, baby. Till tomorrow. Till tomorrow, I love you so much. I love you more.
I'm so blue.
Bye. I'm bluer. Goodbye.
Because nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, but nothing. Takes the place.
Takes the place of you, baby. Thank you all for listening. I love y'all. Tune in again next week. And stay beautiful.
What's up? This is Touche. Have you ever just been sitting around spreading peanut butter all over your body, tossing off to EverQuest posters? Then toss no more.
Wrong! Try again, dumbass!
That's right, America. We are... Oh, yeah. Bringing America's morality to new lows.
Every Friday, live at 5.
Listen up, motherfuckers! You better tune your goddamn shit-fucking radio into the goddamn Social Crime Radio Network every Thursday fucking night from 11 to fucking 2 in the goddamn morning, you fucking cunt, for the fucking late-night Greek philosophy show, you little...
Hi, this is Mariah Jameson, host of Masturbate with Mariah.
And I'm Mark the DJ, host of Brainbox Radio. So, Mariah, tell us a little bit about your show.
Well, my show sucks. And as you know, it has no content. It is a piece of shit show. I could be talking about something and the next minute it's gone.
So, Mariah, what do you like to do for fun?
Lick ass. Have an orgy. That's always a great thing to do. Have a big, huge orgy. You can listen to my show every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Social Crime Radio Network.
On our show, we discuss everyday helpful hints and tips, such as making Molotov cocktails out of what you find underneath your sink, fingering the paper girl that lives at the Ronald McDonald House and getting away with it, and social issues like why are there too many Puerto Ricans on Sesame Street?
I like to play.
What's wrong with America? Tune in every Sunday. Tune in 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Social crime sneak.
By the Social Crime Radio Network. Please.
Hello, this is Joe Rosenthal inviting you to listen along with me to my favorite internet radio show, KDK's Lunatic Fringe, every Saturday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Social Crime Talk Radio.
What the hell is this? For crying out loud, somebody throw a pie!
Looking for something to do every Thursday? Join us for Ventrilo Nation Live, Thursdays from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time, only on the Social Crime Radio Network.
Listen to what people are saying about KDK's Lunatic Fringe.
You are like, you are one of the people I worship when it comes to like prank phone calls.
KDK is the ideal of masculinity. A man who attracts femininity, strength, prowess, in a masculine way.
KDK, the prank call extraordinaire.
KDK is the biggest loser I've ever seen in my life.
KDK's Lunatic Fringe, every Saturday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Social Crime Internet Radio.
I really hate him, though. Like, I want him to die.